Record button. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I'm Omar Krieg. This is the Krieg Dominion. This is Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, Tithes of Acheron, Segmentum 4, Episode 5. If this title gets any longer, I don't know what I'm going to do. I literally have probably just a few characters left every time I upload a video to YouTube, and I throw all of that in there. At
You know
any
what you should
rate,
do?
huh?
You should do what I do.
What's
Forget parts to make it smaller.
that? Forget parts?
Yeah, just you know.
I have in the past. In fact, when I copy and paste things from one thing to the other, times where I've been like, "Well, that's the wrong episode number." Now I got to figure out which one is actually 17 and which one is actually 18. Yeah, I've done that before.
You should put my character's name in the titles.
No, I have to copy and paste your name because I can never remember how to spell it. And I don't mean REV either.
I said my character's name, not my name.
I am joined by Rev of Bloodhouse Everett, Darius of Clan. No, wait. Hold on, it's coming to me. Hold on.
It's blood name.
Nope.
Hashish.
Nope. God bless it. Why can't I not think of what clan he is?
It's not Nosferatu.
It's which one? La Sombra. There we go. I had to work my way through it.
We're talking vampires.
Oh, I'm jumping all over the place. I'm not even done. We've got Icarus, who is Mechadendrite Hell. I'm sorry, Alturios, who is Mechadendrite Hell. We've got Warner Blade Song. That's a new one, by the way. I just started playing that one recently. And then, of course, myself. And we're here to play some Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. For those that don't know, by the way, Blade Song is a game where you get to... by the way, none of this is for money. I'm just simply saying this because I started playing it. It's a fairly easy way to relax at the end of the day. It's Blade Song. It's kind of like swordsmithing simulator, for lack of a better way to put it. It's actually pretty cool because they actually incorporated something of a storyline to it. And right now, for like $18 or $19 or something like that, you can get into early access and get in there and start literally start banging out your own swords. Pretty cool.
Teeth. Sponsor me!
Yeah, listen, I would love to get sponsored. I'd love to get higher than just affiliate. I mean, it's not like I'm making a lot of money as an affiliate anyway, but still, please elevate me.
By all means.
Normally, we would do a bit of introductions, but we've probably got like 50 episodes of this show, game, whatever. You know who we are. We're all freaking crazy. Also, we're getting off to a bit of a late start because personal reasons. So let's go ahead and just get in where the getting's good. Previously, on Tithes of Acheron, we had a space battle, and one of those ships recently just blew the F up. Smithereens, in a very literal, real sense.
Excellent, Smithers.
Also, the Acheron's ferry has taken a pretty big blow, which is unusual, because in all the space battles ever before, nobody has actually landed a damaging hit, except for this guy. And by this guy, I mean House Hennett. They have presently crippled the, if I'm not mistaken, the Sunseer Lancer or laser batteries or whatever the hell it's called on that ship. So they are down to their macro cannons as the ship combat continues with an expressed interest in acquisitions of the most lethal kind, meaning we're going to go into your house and take your stuff and run away. In this case, we're going into your starship and taking your starship and flying it away.
We don't have macro batteries, by the way.
Oh, you have two Sunseers, right? Is that what you have?
That's correct.
Yeah. Well, one of them is
blew
busted.
up our comms.
Well, your comms are actually back up now.
Oh, that's right.
Did you take hull damage or
repair?
No, this is one of those really weird moments where I rolled shitty, and by weird I mean frequently happening. I rolled really well for my 2-hit roll, but my damage roll was, I don't know, 18 damage out of the 19 possible to punch through your armor or something like that. But it was enough to trigger a critical, so one lucky little bullet shard kicked off a little piece of shrapnel that sparked something that severed a wire connection and blew out the transformer, and your laser batteries decided to not work for a while. I feel like that's a fair
They're powered, but there is a hole to vacuum that needs to be repaired.
That's what it was. I blew out just enough of a hole in something to cause the air go out into the void.
Depressurize, that's the word.
Yes. So there will be an
cable
emergency
cut.
repairs roll needed in order to start rectifying that situation. But beyond that, it is the Acheron's Fairy's turn as we resume combat, and I flip the screen over to where people can see what's going on the board.
You want to go ahead and make that?
What rule for repair? I need to replace the network cables so the guns are working on
You just
Wi-Fi.
listen. It's not even that complicated. Grab yourself a 3-ring binder and glue it to the hole that's currently sucking the air out of the engine room or out of the weapons crew room. Which, by the way, that's a callback to an episode in The Expanse. If you didn't know,
Yes, I remember that
I'm
one.
pretty sure that's exactly what they did. Was just give me that 3-ring binder right there and some glue.
The Expanse was a
is-
great show.
Oh, I
Bobby
love that
Draper
show.
was
It's one of
my
my favorite
favorite.
ones ever. Ship combat 212. Get me in the right area.
Roberta Draper.
Oh, she was one of my favorite characters. Just right up there
Yep.
with Amos. Amos was the man. My favoriteest character. Okay. Emergency repairs, tech use. And then based on your results, so basically, so this is a tech use -10 to direct and aid repair crews. If successful, you repair one unpowered, damaged, or depressurized component. Repairs normally take 1d5 turns. However, this can be reduced by 1 turn per degree of success to a minimum of 1 turn.
I think with a -10, I'm still at like 103. So...
Yes. Also, before you make that roll, I believe I have mentioned this, and I'm going to make the declaration now, if I haven't already. Moving forward, any roll of 91 or higher is an automatic failure unless your skill actually falls within that 91 range.
Now you said 95 last
Did I say
time.
95? I will go with 95 then. Next week, we're going to have the same conversation all over again.
Yes.
But at least I'm trying to be consistent, it should be noted. That is 1 degree of success. It is now going to take 1d5 turns. You may re-roll that to get a better result if you would like to.
Yeah, sure. Watch it be 100.
No, don't watch it be that.
Well, that's basically that's 6 degrees of success. So I'm gonna roll 1d5 really quick, and it will take a grand total of 1 round to fix your guns. So for this round, they will not be usable. In the subsequent round, they will be. On your next turn, would be a way to phrase it. That said, there are other actions, standard move actions, or maneuver actions, if you will.
I just find
Oh.
like some guardsman's like or some armsman's like corpse and just push it into the
just
hole.
plugged it into the hole and it's duct taped it into place. It almost looks like one of those pranks you pull on the new lieutenant. All right, what else would you like to do?
I think
You
that's
stick-
it for me. So you
Moving
guys
and
do stuff.
firing.
What you do, Alterios, is you take leftover body parts out of storage from the other rogue trader, and you stick it into the hole.
There you go.
Let's be as entirely evil as possible.
It's all the but he's just got like a bunch of
Uh-oh.
fell hand crew members' body parts on freeze. And he's like, I've got this. I'll be back. He comes back with a tray full of just legs and arms.
Well, I was just saying in particular, like, call me crazy.
We lost Alterios.
No.
Well, looks like he's still in the Zoom call, so there's that.
Let me go ahead and do it. Put your backs into it.
Okay. Do you want Junko Bar to do his target lock-on thing too, I imagine?
I don't see why not. You want to do that first?
Let me see what the skill roll is. It's scrutiny plus detection. Let me see if there's any modifiers. Challenging scrutiny. Junko Bar's scrutiny roll is now a perception, which is 52. Oh, I forgot to look at the ship's detection. So that's 42 against a 52 plus 15, 67, 2 degrees of success. So that will give a +5 ballistics skill, firing the one component that works. Unfortunately, not enough to get an additional +5, so just a +5. But hey, the +5 you didn't have 5 seconds ago.
All right.
We'll
So
take it.
so now for the put your backs into it.
Intimidate or charm?
That's against a 90 something. Let me double check.
How do you have such a high intimidate or charm?
Charm?
Because
Fellowship?
he's fellowship, man.
I mean, sure. I'm sure he's got. Oh, you've probably got a fellowship and then +20 for charm, and then
He's got a bunch of talents and various other
yeah.
things.
Yeah, 94.
Okay. So that's 4 degrees of success, and that gives you a plus. That's let's see, +5 to the emergency repairs that we've already made, as and turned it into the best thing we can. So now it's +5 to weapons. We don't have any fires to worry about, and for every 3 additional degrees, what did I say you had? 4. So you've got basically you've got a +2, or excuse me, +10 to firing. So currently a +15 to firing. And then there's the Rogue
He
Traders
found a
+10 do it
solution.
better.
It was called firing.
So right now
So-
you're at a +15 and potentially a +25.
I don't know of anything else to use the +10 on, so it's a +25 to your firing, Warner. Woo!
Well, is Jace making any crazy maneuvers?
Oh, these are
I
good things
am
to know.
going to use the one maneuver that lets me turn early.
Well,
Okay.
hear me out. Evasive maneuvers makes us harder to hit for the turn where we only have one gun. And we put all of our pluses. That's a +25 on top of what Warner's got.
The problem with that is evasive maneuvers gives you a -20 at being shot, but also a -10 to shoot.
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. So we're back to a +15 to shoot.
I see
Oh
what you're
no.
saying. Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
If
won't
that-
you please save me from all the money?
If that's what you want to do, Jace, that's a option I'm putting on the table.
With that, if you wanted to do evasive maneuvers, you would just do your normal move and then take the modifiers for being shot at. And
Well, I was thinking that you wanted to send a boarding party over.
Well, I suppose that depends on how this turn of shooting goes.
Hmm.
If we can disable some of their systems without destroying the ship, then I would be more than happy to go board.
so, hit and run is the boarding action you're talking about.
No.
And
The boarding action is not being done now.
correct. The boarding action that you are referring to, but you didn't want to do it in the. You obviously didn't want to do it in the extended action sort of way. You wanted the literal. I'm flying over there and I'm going to kill everybody I need to kill in order to claim that ship.
Yes.
In which case, I think the hit and run really. I mean, you could do the hit and run as an extended action option, generically, but that specifically would be to eliminate one of their components, basically.
That's what he wants.
Well,
There's
the problem with that is it's kind of like a randomly determined critical hit. Versus, I know he would really like to have the turrets at least turned off before
Right.
attempting to board, because at least then they won't be able to kill the boarding shuttles.
Yes. That would be ideal.
I digress. It's up to you, though. There's a maneuver action that should probably take place before firing, but that's not necessarily needed.
If Jace takes a fancy piloting action, Can he still do a detailed scan of the ship, or
No,
Can he
that
do
would
one
be
of the-
my action.
You have other people, like Winter, for instance, that could be doing that.
let me
I don't
double
think
check.
we've really used her a whole lot in such a way, but she is available as an extended action character. And the skill or the thing you wanted to do was what? Detailed scan?
Yeah, the detailed scan of all the components, so I know.
Oh,
So if it's
active
a
augury. Is that
if
is
it's
that
yeah, if it's a choose from the components you know of, I want to have all the components to choose from.
Oh, you're talking about for the boarding action?
I'm talking about for the critical hit.
You're right, at the critical hit that you get if a successful hit and run.
No.
Oh,
From
I got you.
your
I got you.
laser.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. That would be focused augury, and you're gonna want at least 2 degrees of success. 3 gives you the full listing of everything, but you want at least 2 degrees of success. That is a challenging scrutiny plus detection. So plus, what is detection on this ship again? I just looked at it. 15 for the ship's modifier. So whatever the perception plus scrutiny modifier plus 15 for Winter. If you have her sheet open.
I'm looking at something real quick. So she did take scrutiny.
If I'm not mistaken, scrutiny is a basic skill, but then you get, depending on your class and when it's available, you get
Yeah,
advances on it.
Yeah, she took the trained scrutiny advance, is what I was trying to say.
Gotcha.
So her
Trained
perception.
advance.
So her perception is 53
Okay.
plus 15, so that would be 68.
Mm-hmm. You also have Anastasia with a base perception of 59. If you want to use her, I believe we've been kind of holding off on her because of, narratively at least, she's been
I imagine she's busy
recovering
with
or whatever.
I imagine she's busy with other things.
You said 68, I think.
Yeah, let me go ahead and roll it.
Yep.
I was double checking to make sure scrutiny advance wasn't like a plus 10 and was just a trained.
Yeah, train. Oh yeah. I got you. That's 2 degrees of success. That will give you. So you know they have the auger arrays, void shields, any other combat related components, as well as the weapon components. So you know they have the Mars pattern macro cannon and Sunseer laser batteries. They have one turret. Their turret rating is 1. That should be. And because insofar as like combat related components and whatnot, they have 19 armor, just the same as you guys, if I'm not mistaken. Otherwise, more or less, they have the same components that you guys would have, except for your special ones that you guys like. You guys chose like Warp's Bane and Tenebro Maze and Observation Dome. They don't have that shit.
I wish we had maze.
You do have Maze. You have the Tenebro Maze. Makes it
Oh,
harder
okay.
for when you get boarded.
You were thinking of the hyper warp thing, which we couldn't get.
Yep.
What was that?
The teleportation array.
Oh, the Teleportarium?
Oh,
Yes.
there you're thinking of corn.
I was thinking corn too. I'm right there with you, Altarios. I might be a fat kid though. I don't know. All right. I believe we have a maneuver to resolve, and then we have some shooty shoot.
So, do you want to shoot from our current position? I guess is the first question, because that might tell Jace what. Of course, we need to know what maneuver we're taking to know if there's a penalty to the maneuver or not. Jace, I leave it in your hands. Are we evading? Are we turning more quickly? It's your call.
Uh,
I heard an but nothing else.
Yeah.
Didn't lose Darius, did we?
No, we didn't.
No, he's doing the Funko.
considering.
Oh, he's doing the thinking.
Yes.
Yeah.
The analysis paralysis, as it were.
That's a
Yeah.
very real thing, sir.
I'm aware. I get it all the time.
Same.
Look, I play map games like Europa Universalis.
Yeah, I've got my fair share of that, but also in like real world applications,
So-
like I don't know what I want to do right now.
That's true.
On the Tempest B,
Mm-hmm.
we just did an augury.
Mm-hmm.
What is damaged?
Ostensibly nothing. You guys focused on the other one and then destroyed it before you really had taken much action against this one in
The
particular.
last turn before this, we fired and destroyed the other ship, and then this one fired on us and got a lucky critical, but no damage.
Correct.
Hmm.
So for all intents and purposes, this ship is untouched. Actually, it's not even for all intents and purposes. It just is untouched.
Okay.
And it's going to touch you in the no-no places here in a minute. It'll touch you
Oh
really hard.
no! Kill
No,
it!
stop,
Kill
don't touch me
it.
there. That is my no-no square.
It'll touch you real hard. Then I'm going to say that, and I'm going to roll like shit.
He's gonna be all Gunter. You touch my tra-la-la, my ding-dong-dong.
Ding ding dong.
We could, depending on how you want to maneuver, fire at close range and try to maneuver out of close range. Because we are under half, I believe.
I
No,
think
we're just over half.
Yeah, you're probably really close. Let's see, am I on edge?
I measured 5.2.
Whales,
485
where
is what
men
I'm
are
coming up
men,
with, but yeah,
and sheep
roughly.
are nervous.
Yeah, basically just over. Perhaps shooting here and booting and scooting as far as you can is not a bad idea.
Yeah,
Those that
let's
are-
shoot here, and then I can do a maneuver. It'll give us a -20 on next turn, but I can do a maneuver to bring us to a new heading.
I thought it would be for this firing turn if
That's
we
what
did
I'm
it
double
now.
checking. You're talking about the come to a new heading ability?
Yeah. You said before that if we did the maneuver after the firing, that it would just apply
Well-
to the next turn.
Well, in that particular instance, and I'm speaking for Omar, I apologize if you don't like this,
Sure.
but in that particular instance, we had already fired, and Omar said rather than attribute it to the last firing phase and try to refigure everything out, we'll just tack it onto your next turn.
Yeah, that kind of was for that one time in particular. The rules do say the ship suffers a -22 ballistic skill test made in this turn.
Which is why I was trying to figure out what maneuver we're doing first so that we
Yeah.
can keep it on this turn before and whatnot.
Okay.
So you're going to do come to a new heading, so it's -20, so you only get a, Warner, I guess you only get a +5.
That'll work.
And then to do that, you're going to make a difficult piloting, which is -10. But you do get the ship's maneuverability, which I think is a 23.
That
Yeah,
sounds
maneuverability is
right.
23. So 23, you're piloting plus 23 -10. You've probably got like 80 something in piloting. Actually, I don't think that's right either.
Not to bring up IRL too much, but I am in a conundrum at the moment. I'm sitting here with my foot elevated and iced, but the fan got turned off earlier, and it is beginning to get rather warm in this room. And the only way for me to turn it on is to get up. So if you hear screeching or moaning, I attempted to get out of my chair.
Right. Very well. One of those
Thus
moments when
shall
you
it
wish you had a
be.
really long drawstring or something, right?
What does my pants have to do with this, Omar?
Drawstring. You could pull a string to turn the fan back on.
What would a long string in the waistband of my pants have to do?
What am I the
Do you,
only
do,
one that would use that
do
word in
you
other
mean do you
ways than
mean
just
do you
a
mean
way to keep my pants around my hips?
do you mean a pull chain, Omar?
Sure, if that's what makes you feel better, Rev, yes, you can call it a pull chain.
All right, it makes me feel better because I can be pedantic about it.
Yes. You are being pedantic, which I find ironic because you have
I'm-
a gummed up foot.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you saw what I did there.
Because ped as in foot.
Do you want to go ahead and take care of the firing?
Yeah,
Petite
Warner,
dice.
go ahead and
Yeah.
do the firing
Sure.
with the minus
Probably should have
20.
thought
We'll
about
do
that
the
too.
firing. All right.
+5.
It's a minus. It should be a +5 if I understand correctly.
+5 all told. And therefore, I am rolling at a 74 or lower. Whee!
3
That
degrees
is
of
lower.
success.
All right, 3 hits. 1 gets eaten by the shield.
Yep.
I think the shield is still online on this guy.
It is. So 3d10 plus.
That one's going to get eaten.
Yeah.
All right.
Why are the dice doing it? Why the dog doing that?
Beats me.
So
Hey, that was crap.
8 plus 4 is 12, and the
Don't you have
armor.
one? Oh, that's one get easy. Oh, sorry. my
Yeah,
bad.
so the shield eats one, and the armor eats the rest.
Yes. Bollocks.
Yep.
And
quite
now make your
unfortunate.
maneuver roll and
Yep.
try to maneuver how you want.
Pilot -10 plus 23.
So 93.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess so.
Well, pilot plus 20, that puts me at 80.
Yep.
Plus
Shots at
23,
103.
103.
Yep. Okay. All right, show off. Look at me. I'm a pilot now. Sorry, I had to. Oh, wow. And you needed just about every bit of that 93, too. That's 1 degree of success. So, what that does for you is Starship, let's see. Success means the starship may turn when it has moved half, and then turn again at its full speed value. So move 4.5, turn up to 90 degrees, and then move another 4.5 and turn up to 90 degrees.
Why did it just turn when I
I
picked
saw
it
that.
up?
Okay, I wasn't the only one that saw that. I was about to say, like, did you just turn? Okay, that's good right there.
Let's see.
Well done, sir. Well done. Let's see. let's see. Any other actions before I take my turn? Going once, going twice.
Turn
Hold on.
taking.
Winter
What?
used her turn.
Yep.
Did Rev use his
Yes.
turn?
Yeah, because he did his put your backs into it,
Yes.
which gave like
Okay.
a
He's the
chunk
And
of-
reason that the shot was not at even steeper penalties.
yeah.
yeah. And what other NPC do we have?
Major NPC is Anastasia, who is currently resting and or preparing for like anti-border operations and things of that nature.
Did Alturius take his turn?
He did. He fixed the Sunseer so that it will shoot on the next turn.
Yay!
So, I believe
All right.
it is up to me now. We are going to
Lasers.
Then we are going to. Oops, I did that wrong. There we go. Move 4 more inches. I'm not getting close enough. And then we are going to do target lock on. Is that the one I want? Gives me. Yeah, it is. Scrutiny plus detection. Detection on this is that. That is not good at all. So that target lock on did not happen. Now I'm going to shoot at given number. It's the first of 2 weapon systems. This is the Sunseer firing. 37. That's 3 degrees of success. So it's going to be 3d10 plus 6. It's 8 plus 4 is 12. So the laser just runs its course along your hull after the shields eat some of it. The next one is going to be shot at a now the Myers pattern macro cannon. Really? I'm not even going to roll damage because one of those 2 shots are going to get eaten and the other one's not going to do enough damage to penetrate armor. And there's no criticals, so yeah, this ship basically scoots around. It's targeting arrays, attempt to get a solid lock. They don't. It shows when the laser does next to no damage, and the shells from its macro cannons basically just plink your shields and then plink your armor, and somebody's sitting there going, is it raining outside? And then it's your turn again.
Definitely fire from here, given the distances.
Yeah, I would imagine. Do you want to lock on from
Yes.
Yunko?
That's the first thing to do.
Alright, I don't remember his numbers, so give me a second.
Do you want to do a normal maneuver, or is there you want to get fancy with your maneuvers this turn, Jace? Do we need to calculate that?
Wait a minute.
We should be good.
Okay.
Yunko bar, scrutiny. Perception 52. 65. 2 degrees of success. So that'll be a +5. Unfortunately, again, not enough to get more than a single success rate.
All right.
Is,
Now a 94 and put your backs into it.
that is 7 degrees. I believe that's a potential +15 to my 5, so another 20 to ballistics if you like.
Well, there's both batteries now,
Ah,
and I believe the way that it works is I can put a +5 on each of the guns
yes, that's right.
and a +5 on like if there's a repair action. So basically, my question is, it's for each three additional successes. So I should have
You have your base,
3.
and then you have 2 additional.
Right. So 1 for each of the guns, and 1 for any other skill check if we take damage. Althurios, you've got a +5 if you need to make a damage repair. I
Okay.
guess, or a steering, but I think it's going to be for damage. So, you got a
Alterios
plus.
can do something as well. Just throwing it out there, just so that Alterios
Yeah.
isn't sitting there by himself doing nothing most of the night.
Warner, you've got a
Yes.
+5 on each of the turrets,
Woot.
and a +5 and a +10 to allocate to either.
Okay. So a +5 on both turrets, and then an additional 5 and 10.
Yes, to
Okay.
at your
So a
discretion.
10 and a 15. Roger.
Yes, you're gonna kind of split it as evenly as you can.
Yep. Because I don't trust the dice roller.
Oh, hold up, guys. I'm sorry. I just found the perfect task for Alterios to do every single turn, as in lieu of doing anything else. So, like, if we need to make emergency repairs, that would probably take priority. But aid the machine spirit is an extended action. The character makes a challenging tech use test. On success, the character may add a +5 to the ship's maneuverability or detection for the remainder of the turn. For every 2 additional degrees of success, there's another +5 to that same system. So this is what I'm proposing: is that Alterios makes his aid the machine spirit roll, adds that to the target lock-on roll or maneuverability if that comes up for any particular reason, and then the target lock-on roll, and then the
Okay.
shooting, or put your backs into it, and then the shoot. So basically, you could end up in theory stacking like 50 or more fucking bonuses on to your shooting roll or repair roll.
Considering that the people that I'm mostly ordering about are underdeck slaves, put your blacks into it. Puts on a very different.
Oh no.
I did not mean to say that, just for the record. At any rate, I did interrupt something to point that out, because I definitely wanted Alterios to at least have the option to do one thing, if nothing else.
Well, can I ask for
I'll allow a retcon if he wants to make that roll now.
Well, what I was going to ask is if he wants to make that roll, and he would be able to add an additional success onto the existing roll. Could we do that?
Wait, what? So he rolled a 74 out of probably 105. Alterios, what was your target number?
113.
Okay, yeah. So that's we're just gonna call that a flat up 3 degrees of success.
So my question is if he has 3 degrees of success, how much would that boost whatever system? I'm not
I'll
looking
give
at
that
the
a
rule.
+10.
Okay. So what I'm asking is if the lock on and had a +10, would it be 3 degrees of success for a +10 instead of a +5? Because you said 2 degrees of success.
I think
and
somewhere
3
along the way that would have been at least enough for a +10 instead of +5.
Right.
I will allow that. No matter how the math may or may not actually work out, let's call it a +10 for this round.
So you have now. We can't repair this round, so be it. But Warner, you have a +15 on each of the weapons.
I just want to
15.
imagine Icarus standing there as he puts his tools away, communes with the nearest machine spirit, and says, "Help them, so I don't have to keep fixing you." Sorry, don't let my fucking blathering get in your way.
Icarus, how does your character commune with the machine spirits in order to improve the sensors?
You want a shot, mate?
That's fun.
I'm sorry.
Apply holy wrench. Apply holy wrench.
I felt like percussion maintenance might be your method of.
That's what I. Every time he's applying holy wrench, it's just bash. Apply holy wrench.
Here's how we fix things on the Russian space station. God bless Peter Stormare.
Oh man.
but I definitely was thinking of percussion maintenance when I asked that question.
All right. I believe we have a shooting roll to be made here.
Yes, two plus 15s at whatever your shooty is.
Oh, I will do a focus augury.
That's not necessarily necessary at this point.
He could get more degrees of success than Winter did, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to get 3 degrees, which would tell you all the components. I'm just gonna tell you right now, any additional components at this point are almost irrelevant to know. Only
But he
because
wants-
I
Okay.
didn't really fill out all of the components that this ship could have. So the focus auger is really kind of unnecessary at this point. You know enough to get through the ship combat.
Okay.
So you're telling me we could potentially capture this and not know what it has?
What I'm telling you is if you do capture it, that you will have some options into kitting this out, a la the Fell Hand that will not be named the Fell Hand.
I still like the Severed Hand, by the way.
I think it's a funny name too. At any rate, I believe we're looking at something like a 95 or something crazy like that for shooting. Don't forget your Rogue Trader plus 10. Do it better.
Well, that
All
is that is counting for my Rogue Trader
Oh.
plus 10 to it better. Plus 15 for each gun.
Yes. Which makes me happy. So
Does
that's
it?
84s or less. Wee. The first says
7
die.
degrees of success. So
And the
that's
second
going to be
says also die.
wow. Okay. So 7 and 8 degrees of success, which means you're hitting full strength with 2 crits on
Yes.
both weapon
Yep.
systems. Go ahead and roll whichever one. They were both sensiers,
Okay.
so
Yes.
40, 10 plus. Well, it'll be
Just
plus
get
6.
just
but-
get all the damage out of the way, then we'll resolve the criticals.
Yeah. 8.
The one's getting.
Three.
Dang it! Higher rolls. That's better.
16 plus 6 is 22 damage. Okay, so
I liked it better when I thought it was landing on 9. That's getting eaten. Boo!
okay.
So 12.
Yeah, I was
12 plus
just
6
I was
is
just looking through it.
18.
It looks like 12. So that one's just gonna get soaked. Period.
12 plus 6 is 18.
And then
Oh,
2
yeah,
crits.
you're right. Oh, even with 18, it's still gonna get soaked. But
That's
there are
fine.
2 crits.
2 crits.
So let me get to the
First
crit
crit.
page. And these are both 1d5s, by the way.
Yes. That's a 1.
One is hold.
Okay.
So choose one component that you know of, other than the bridge or the plasma warp drives, and that
I
component
think-
is now depressurized.
My Lord Commander would love it if I got the point defense turrets.
I bet you he would.
So I think that's what I'm going to choose.
Okay.
It would make me happy.
I mean, at this point where you have a choice of what gets
Yeah.
depressurized, that would be the time to choose that
That
particular
is-
thing.
That is what I've done.
Yeah. And then
And now the second is a 2.
is a 2, which is, once I get back to the page, internal damage. Force of the hit ruptures bulkheads and smashes machinery. I select another component that is not the bridge or plasma warp drives. That component is now damaged.
Sunseer.
Yeah, their Sunseer sounds like a good one to get rid of.
Okay. Sunseer damaged.
And
Alright.
and Icarus brought the comms back up, correct?
Oh yeah, they've been up for like a couple rounds now.
It's time for the good old-fashioned intimidate.
Okay.
This is
I'm
your
gonna-
last
before you-
chance.
I'm sorry.
'Kay.
Absolutely, you can. I won't stop you from role playing this. I am going to preempt the roll simply because, while you don't know all the things, it's
Mhm.
not the roll is not going to be necessary. You're not
'Kay.
going to pass.
That's fine. This is your last chance. Your weapons should now be disabled, and we can destroy you at a moment's notice, stand down, cease your heretical and anti-imperial actions.
He's your heretical rattling is all I heard. Sorry, I don't mean to take away from your moment. That was really good. Unfortunately, you don't get a message back, but you definitely get indications that it was either ignored or the communication signals are good, but there's just zero response, and the ship appears to continue maneuvering as though it's intending to kill you.
What an asshole.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Warner. I know you wanted to make that intimidation, but there's a reason for this. I'm just not letting all the things out of the bag yet. Any other actions? Oh, you still have to do your maneuver phase or maneuver options.
I believe, Jason, you just wanted to do a standard maneuver, as I recall.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are in that moment where, in most cases, much like the Rogue Trader computer game from Owlcat, we are at that moment where the ships just spiral around each other.
I just wonder when we get torpedo launchers on this.
I think you have to request one. I'm not gonna lie. I started playing Rogue Trader again, and I forgot the torpedoes don't come standard, and I was like, "Oh." But I feel like they had those from the get-go. I had to go buy them.
I think as far as our ship goes, we're out of space. We used up all our space.
You did use up
We
all your
did.
space.
But we don't have that sort of prow mount for torpedoes, I don't believe, on this ship.
You don't have a battering ram, so you don't have the prow weapon availability option.
Yeah, I think torpedoes have to be a prow mounted.
That sounds right. Even though theoretically you could put torpedoes anywhere on the ship, it's space for fuck's sake. Have you ever heard of counter-bore operations or off-board firing?
But submarines only have torpedoes fore and aft.
Yes. I'm aware.
Submarines are stupid.
Submarines are awesome, sir. Also, theoretically, you could put a submarine in space and be totally fine.
No.
Theoretically. Anyway, is there anything else for the Acheron's Ferry?
Warner, I love you, but that's like saying, yeah, you could take the space shuttle and stick it under the ocean. It would be fine.
That's a different animal, actually, because the shuttle would probably get crushed.
The shuttle would get crushed, but I'm saying one is meant to keep pressure in, the other is meant to keep pressure out.
Yes.
So in the same way that the shuttle would
The
have
sub
problems,
might expand.
Yeah.
Sub might expand, much like Nevermind.
Much like me when Warner gets two criticals.
Wow. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna move now because
I believe the Lord Commander just said he got a little bit chubby.
It's all these snacks I've been eating.
So I gotta move 4 inches.
I'm sorry.
Yes. It feels like
I moved more than 4 inches. That's all I'm gonna say.
Please stop. Just stop. Please, for the love of God, stop. Okay, so currently I have one weapon system out and turrets depressurized. I need to make an emergency repairs roll, which is tech use -10. So we're gonna attempt some repairs.
You only get one repair per turn, though, so you can only repair one system.
I know.
This turn at best.
I know. And as it turns out, they did not make it. Shocker, I know. We've done our standard maneuver action, we've done our standard extended action, and now we are firing with our one functioning weapon system, which is the
macro battery,
which I actually need to double check. Range is 6. So that means I am okay. So we're gonna do number. once again, I am not rolling damage because one is just going to be eaten by the shields and the other one is not going to generate 19 points of damage or more. So once again, shells plinking off the shield, shells plinking off the armor of your ship. If you would like to conduct your boarding action, this is the round definitely to do it, but this is not the only round in which you can do it. Would you like me to switch maps for the boarding action?
I was since this happens over 30 minutes, the time
I'm
before
gonna
they can,
go ahead.
since a firing round happens over 30 minutes, and individual player turns happen over essentially seconds. Is it 5 seconds or 10 seconds? I forget how many seconds it is
I'm not
per
sure off
player
the top
turn.
of my head, but there would certainly be. So this was my thought. When we transition from ship combat to personal combat, because you've boarded troops across the ship, it will not matter the ship combat strategic turn versus the player combat personal turn, whatever the fuck.
Okay, I didn't know if you were going to keep track of
Yeah.
when the ship could fire again.
I
or anything like
wasn't
that.
going to do that. I was just going to let the onboard ship stuff get resolved. I am going to say a couple things about how this this personal combat thing is going to take place, but I need to get to my notes first. Let's see.
Oh, I finally decided to get up. Oh, that hurts. That is not a comfortable feeling.
Okay, so you can send however many of your, I think, roughly 2,000 armsmen that you have available on your ship. You can send however many you want onto the enemy ship. Ostensibly, or theoretically, all but one squad will be deployed to attack specific key command and control and engineering and things like that points across the enemy ship. One squad of armsmen, along with whichever player characters you want to bring, will be going with you to, I would imagine, to take over the bridge. Because, of course, that's where the story is. So basically, all the player characters, one squad whichever squad you wish, and whatever, named NPCs we have. So you can bring Jeff the Chef, Anastasia, Yunko Bar if you like, Winter, and whichever one squad of armsmen with you.
Well, I think we would leave Yunko on board as the acting captain.
Okay. Anastasia will at some point, and we don't have to roleplay this out, but Anastasia is going to chime in and be like, if you're going to take that ship, I'm going with you. There is warp fuckery about.
Uh-huh. My lady, if you feel that your presence is necessary on board the vessel to fulfill your familial obligations, feel free to come along.
She takes a quick moment and leans in really close to you and whispers something about the warp tendrils between Yunko and the warp, and something on that ship seems to have a similar sensation. Actually, yeah, she does use the word sensation, even though it doesn't make any sense to use that word in that sentence.
So Yunko is staying behind on our ship. He is going to be managing everything. I'm assuming we're only bringing one squad to make combat balance easier for you.
Yes,
Above the
but
table?
the rest of your armsmen would be deployed to like the engineerium, the navigators thingy,
Well,
etc.,
well,
etc.
just to avoid you having to make rolls on that, I sort of see it as a more surgical strike.
Sure.
We are basically making for the bridge, and any additional squads that are coming with us are being left to secure elements of the route behind us.
Okay, that's fine. I just assumed that you would have at least a couple of not even squads, but like detachments, platoons or whatever, that would be tasked with taking the engineering, taking various other command and control. I was just going to assume that if your team's success, or excuse me, if your team was successful, then the whole operation was successful.
Okay, so you're not going to make them roll separate rolls without us.
The most it would be is to see how many people died, more or less.
Well, then what I would do is I would have all of our elites come with us, the other several squads, to essentially secure the whatever hangar we landed in,
Yeah.
things of that nature, and then our more regular, less personalized armsmen, as such, would be used for a boarding action.
Yeah.
Of the extended action, maybe going to other locations.
Yep. And then as I said, one squad specifically for the map that you guys will be
Okay.
fighting on.
I believe
The
the
thing called love.
anyway,
Wow, that was weird. At any rate,
it's from the song. Don't question it.
Yeah.
sure.
I actually kind of despise that song, but I used to like it when I was younger. Um, anyway, where I was I believe that we have Crete is the squad that got the additional leveling to their ballistics, so I believe that's the squad that we would take with us personally. Does anybody disagree? Should we take the squad that got extra willpower, considering there's warpness about?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, having been forewarned about warp screwery.
Let's see. All right, so B squad.
So we'll be taking, I believe the squad that got the benefit to willpower was,
They're on the board now. Your squad and their squad sergeants.
it was Athens. Athens was the squad that got,
Okay, so you're gonna want squad A then.
yes. Come on now, stick with the real names.
I need to keep it simple. There's a lot of moving parts here.
Do you know if you were calling them Squad Athens, I would be kind of saying Squad A, just for simplicity. I would be contradicting you, whichever one you said.
I know. I'm changing the map now, so don't freak out that the map changes. Also,
Oh my goodness, the map changed!
actually, before I do that, I need to save this map just in case we need to come back to it. To load this one. Hopefully the models will show up without too many problems.
That's what I said at the last bachelor party.
For whatever reason,
Oh,
y'all's
but you
combat
couldn't.
servitor,
It was against the rules.
whatever reason, your
Correct.
combat servitor sometimes likes to get locked. So
Oh.
we'll have to keep an eye on that. And you said the Athens squad or the A squad.
As
We're
opposed
think-
to the Crete squad with the
Slightly higher
willpower.
ballistic. Yeah, we're
Oh,
going
no,
for the
Crete-
willpower.
yes.
We're going for
Athens
willpower
was
over ballistic.
willpower.
Yeah.
Crete was ballistic.
All
That's
right,
correct.
and
Okay.
is your lieutenant Cassian End or whatever I called his stupid name? Is he going with you guys, or is he going to stay back with the other squads?
I'm assuming he's attached to Athens, at least.
Yeah.
I don't
Especially-
know if I
especially-
boosted his willpower to match theirs.
has been in the past.
He actually has slightly better willpower than them anyway.
But he should have gotten a buff along with him if the training was happening. Come on now.
All right, that's fair. What was the buff? It was just 5, right?
Yeah. And whenever you thought their willpower had been tested, did you think from the warp encounters that their willpower was tested enough, or did you want them to have some other test of their willpower before you said it's been tested enough to validate?
I think they're fine as is
Okay.
from their training or whatever.
Yeah, well, because remember you said there was we agreed there was a threshold. They can only get +10 to a skill before you say, okay, it's validated. They've locked in that training before we can train them anymore in that same skill.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember if we needed to do any additional fuckery with it.
Well, technically we didn't. It's just I'm telling you, since you don't know those rules as well, since I wrote them,
Right.
it's at your discretion of when you think, okay, they have had time to internalize their training and put it into practice, and so now they can be trained further.
Oh. Okay.
And they have a +10 limit. So they've only hit +5, but they can only get +5 more until you said, all right, they've locked in what they've already.
Oh
done.
yeah, I think once this mission is done, the segmentum is done, they'll be able to move. That's what
Okay.
we're talking about. So just to point out, Icarus, you have control of Pythagoras and Archimedes. I don't have stats in there. Oh, I do have stats in there. Never mind. Those two little red bulbs next to you, and then obviously the servitor that you guys have, as well as your players. You said Yunko is not on the table, so we're just gonna take Marcellus out of here.
Alterios, did you ever give any of those guys like an Auspex or a pistol like they can carry? An Auspex could be really handy.
If you look in the Rogue Trader book for where it has the servo skulls listed, it does have stats available for like if they have a pistol or something. I think it's arguable that unless you choose not to, that you can equip them with some sort of item.
Yeah, I believe it's an Auspex, a pistol, or a riding implement is like your three
Yeah.
options with them.
But we can always just assume that that has taken place. While you're attempting to discern all of that, so let me explain the map to you. Firstly, all of this area here does not exist. If I had an image that had exactly the hallway that I wanted, but it was really spaced out and really just wonky. So if you look at these wall-like thingies, those are your boundaries. This green line is the edge of your deployment zone. Before combat begins, you can place yourselves anywhere within this area that you want. I realize it looks really wide open, so you're going to want to get to these things that have cover and use them as cover. These smaller things, the ones I just clicked on, do provide some armor if you're next to them, or, basically within, we'll say, let me see, how far away is a ½ inch? If you're within 1 inch in any direction other than forward of these smaller objects, you have the benefit of their armor protection, which for these smaller things is 10 armor, but they also have 15 points of structure. So if they take 15 points of damage, then that armor is no longer there.
Oh, as we're getting ready for the boarding action, you notice something a little bit different about my character.
Okay. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Okay.
These slightly larger, boxy, darkish sort of things, they have 15 armor, 30 points of structure before they get degraded, and they can actually, these larger ones fully block line of sight. These other ones, the smaller ones, you can crouch behind and block line of sight. But same 1 inch radius, except directly forward the enemy.
Okay, so for question.
Yeah.
For the items that fully block line of sight, that means the ones behind them can't shoot in front of them, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
But if you're here, for instance, you could shoot over the top of it and then duck back down again in a single turn. But you can't like pop out, shoot, and then pop back, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
You ostensibly, as far as the scenario is concerned, you have arrived your initial deployment onto the ship. No issues, no major resistance. Maybe you've had to shoot a couple of guys in the way, but it wasn't no protracted firefights until you got to this area. And as soon as you enter this, you notice that there are bad guys abounding.
Abounding in
Yes.
wrath.
As you can tell from our extensive series of... Well, I only put you guys on here, actually. I didn't put the enemy on here. So, actually, I need 1, 2, 3. Need to put 1, 2. That's not how you spell officer. 4. Okay. Before we roll initiative, go ahead and place yourselves wherever you would like within this square. I realize it's kind of wide open, and you're like, oh wow, well, there's really only a couple of good places, but place yourselves as best you can and hope for the best.
You said it within which square?
Up to this green line right here.
Okay.
And to be clear, from here to here is the boundary. Anything over here does not exist insofar as
Outside the walls.
Correct.
Gotcha.
I'm going to use the restroom really quick while you guys do that. Once you guys are fully deployed, including your squad of armsmen, then we'll roll initiative and carry on from there. I'll be right back.
I'll go ahead and tell everybody else. So with the XP that Omar gave us in the last session, it bumped me up enough where I could get universal weapons training,
Nice.
or what basic weapons training, whatever it is, to wield regular weapons that the rest of you have always been able to wield. I believe. And so I now have an assault stubber mounted on my shoulder with an ammo backpack feeding it on my back.
Nice.
And since I have incendiary ammo for the bolters, I'm probably rocking my 2 bolt pistols, one with a motion tracker and one without. Oh, that's a combat servitor.
Combat servitor.
All right, I'm back. I'm here to answer any questions you guys may have while you set up.
Okay. Well, this is less of a question and more of a statement.
Uh-huh.
The thing that you notice different about my character, should you be present, or that the enemies that are coming, or that we're approaching seeing, is I no longer have a plasma pistol on my shoulder.
Which leads me to ask the only fair question to ask at this point: what is on your shoulder in place of this plasma pistol?
Well, I got just enough XP with the XP that you gave us last session to bump me up to the next level and unlock basic weapons proficiencies.
Okay.
So I currently have an assault stubber on my shoulder.
An assault who?
An assault stubber.
Oh, stubber. Okay. How's your hearing after firing that thing?
I have. I'm sure I have the appropriate cybernetics. I could fire a plasma pistol off beforehand, and that's not exactly quiet nor cool.
No, but I imagine an assault stubber is probably a little bit louder. But I digress. D10 plus. Yeah.
Not as high pitched.
Not as high pitched.
And I've taken the motion tracker off of my plasma pistol, and now both my bolt pistols that I have in hand are motion tracker.
Okay.
And what we've forgotten for the last few combats is my bolt pistols have incendiary ammunition. So I would like to not forget that this game.
That's okay. I specifically put in my notes that the people you're fighting against will have certain additional accoutrement for their weapons. And I had to make sure I highlighted those notes so I would not forget myself. So I know the feeling. Anastasia is going up here. I'm just going to place her there. If somebody wants to take that spot instead of her, let me know. I'm not going to...
Alterios, why haven't you guys placed your stuff? Alterios, are you there? Jace?
I'm here.
Okay.
Your character has not been placed on the field of combat.
Oh.
Warner, help me place the squad. I'm not entirely sure how we should split these guys up. I kind of want to see where the players place themselves.
I just want to point out, I put Anastasia here. I don't have to leave her there if you guys want that spot instead, for any particular reason.
I think that the squad would be probably split up following you and Anastasia.
Yeah.
And maybe having good Circassian over with Anastasia.
That makes sense. About like so?
Yep, sounds good.
So 5 and 5?
Yep, seems good. Here, I'll help you.
Okay, do we want to assign certain guardsmen to certain players so we have the roles shifted up more, or do we want to just have one person rolling for all the guards?
I do, just for simplicity's sake, I do have a single turn marker, I guess, for the guard the armsman. So when it's the armsman turn, the whole squad will do everything more or less at once. Not necessarily
Yeah.
as one, if you want to break them down that way, but just for tracking purposes.
Yeah, I get it. I guess so. Okay. Since you're technically in charge of troops, Warner, you do the initiative roll for those fellows.
Alrighty.
Somebody remind my dumb brain what the initiative.
It's 1d10 plus
Formulas.
your agility bonus.
Yes.
Okay.
Except for that I'm going to spend a fate point as per usual
Yes.
to get
To
the
get a
max
flat 10,
roll.
I believe it is.
Yeah, flat 10, which, considering that I have my special ability to get the 2 extra initiative, so my agility, that's a 17.
So it's
For me.
it's 1d10 plus agility.
Yeah,
So mine is
1d10 plus agility, and in my case, plus 2 for being a arch militant.
I get +2 for being paranoid.
There you go.
So that's a +5 for me, and I'm debating about making that a +15. But I think
it's not a plus 50. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I misunderstand. Fate, using a fate point for your initiative counts as having rolled a 10. Okay, so then it
having
would be
rolled a
10
10 on the
plus your
dice.
agility bonus and
Oh,
the other
okay. So
modifiers.
it would make it a 15.
Yeah.
I think I'll hang on to it and just trust the dice.
While you guys are doing that, I'm going to start rolling initiative and tracking. I'm not going to start putting things in order yet. I just got to see what.
Okay, so their agility is
That's-
35, so that's a 3 modifier.
So I rolled an 11 for my agility, or for my.
Cool.
11 is your what's a daily?
Yeah, it's 6 plus 5.
Our squad has 4
4 total.
for their initiative. Yes.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 1 on the dice.
Oops.
I'll be moving at 13.
4.
4
I was
total
caught
for
red-handed.
Icarus.
Yep.
And your servitor, your combat servitor, and your serval skulls. What are they at? Or do you want to just move them when you move? That might be easier. I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay. I'll just put them in the same dealie as you. Oops.
I will
Oh.
opt to go after the armsman squad. So we don't.
Altrios. Okay, wait.
What?
I was just gonna say, did you remember to add the +5 to your ballistics for your combat servitor from the training?
Those stats may not be reflecting on the model there, by the way.
I don't. I'd have to go back and edit it. Give me a minute. I want to go after the squad, the armsman squad.
Okay. I just want to make sure that the number for their ballistics was right. I apologize if I'm making it difficult for you.
Icarus, I want to make sure I heard you right. You want to go after your armsman squad?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna make them change theirs to a 5. Call it 5, and the next stage will 5. Those be them. And then Reinhardt, what was your initiative?
17.
Christ, man, calm down. All right, so now I need to roll for the bad guys. Oops, wrong sheet. So, let's see, that is. No, that's stupid. Officer 12. Oops. Squad 1. Squad 2. Oops. And change that from a 4 to a 3. Servitor. All right. Anybody over there have an 11? Yes. Okay. 9. No. So
I wasn't trying to move it. I was trying to rotate around the map, and I'm too used to Total War, and so I did the QE. And I didn't realize my character. I was moused over Icarus' character, so that's why it rotated.
yeah, that happens. All right. Let's take one of these and scoop them. There. Reinhardt is 17. 16 is 12. 11. Oh, I
For the
forgot
13.
Jace.
What?
Nothing. I'm just putting these things in order and talking out loud while I do it.
You missed one.
What did I miss?
I don't know.
Stop it. Okay. I think I got everybody. Why that says WDD.
Hmm.
Now, one of our armsmen still says man-stopper rounds, but we had changed it, retconned it to
Bracers.
tracers.
That's right. Which gives a +5 to shoot, but also in the dark. +5, and then a +5 to be shot at in the dark, if I'm not mistaken, right?
In dark or smoky conditions.
Right. So currently that does not apply unless somebody throws some sort of smoky, darky thing out there. Any questions about the scenario before we begin? Any questions in general about combat?
What's that servitor got on it?
You'll know when it shoots at you.
Damn it.
You'll know what they all have when they shoot at you.
Warner, do you want?
I can't believe you gave them all grenade launchers.
Who?
Everybody. They all have grenade launchers.
Yes, they all have man portable plasma cannons.
Oh my.
I believe those are actually auto guns by the model.
Well, don't go off
Oh.
the model.
My.
The model was kind of a not necessarily placeholder specifically, but yeah, it's definitely.
Those are last. Those are last.
All right.
Guns.
I feel like there are no actual real questions. So Reinhardt, why don't you go ahead and kick us off? We'll probably get
All
through
right.
one full round of combat before we have to end the night.
Well, I am going to start off.
Do you want the
my-
+10,
No,
or do you want me to give it to somebody else? Okay.
give it to somebody else. I'm going to book it over here.
Is that a
wanna
fair
make
inch number
sure
of movements that you can make there?
I can move 30 inches
Holy shit!
at full run.
Is that a sprint?
Yes, that's the full blown run where I do nothing but run.
Yeah. So I'm gonna create that marker now. Sprint, which I believe gives you -10 ballistic, +10 weapon skill.
Good.
To be if
I am
attacked.
slightly in cover from these folks.
Yep.
Excellent.
So let me shrink this down just a tiny bit.
Move
You get
just a bit there.
There you go. You get that nifty little sprint indicator. It's
Yeah.
moving around suddenly. How did I do this before without the ball rolling? Okay. So that was all of you.
That was me.
Or all of your turn. Next up is Jace.
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 Yep.
Your turn.
Just
sir.
making sure.
And I can move a full move.
If you do the full
And-
move, you can't do any other actions except free actions, such as talking or, in some cases, readying a weapon if you have quick draw.
Remember, crying is a free action.
He gets a free action. What a great line! I should get that. I should get that put on one of those like demotivational poster type sort of things,
Crying is a free action.
and just
My
take
other
that to
DM says it. Yeah.
and just take that to like the local friendly game shop. Which, by the way, I went into one yesterday for the first time since living here at this fucking address for basically 10 years.
The hobby store relatively close to my house has their list of like do's and don'ts, like their rule list for the place.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh brother, some terrible things have happened at this location.
Wow. Is not crying one of the options or one of the rules?
No, there's it is don't flip tables,
That's fair.
don't touch other people without their permission.
That's
Very
unbelievable
fair.
that has to be written down, but also fair.
There is I forget what all else. Basically, you can be permanent. But there's a thing that says you can be permanently banned for ripping another player's card in half.
What are the penalties for running?
Are you trying to do a sprint?
I'm pretty sure they said no running on the list of rules.
No, he's talking about in this game.
I know. I'm just being me.
So if you sprint, a la what Reinhardt just did, you receive if somebody were to shoot at you, it's a -10 ballistic skill, but it's a +10 weapon skill if they try to attack you. Nobody's going to hit you with a melee weapon at this range, just for the record. So sprinting is a very good idea.
What if
Insofar
they
as
throw
covering
it at
down the
you?
map and finding some sort of protection.
What if they have javelins and throw them at you?
That would be a ballistic skill test.
Oh, darn.
So sprinting is probably a really good option for the first round or two to get into position to be able to put down, or at least the first round, very very much, because that is going to make it hard for them to hit you. But more than likely, you can get over here and get benefit of this cover with a full move, not knowing what your stats are.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. You forgot to hit the tab button, or oh, you didn't mean to actually grab it.
No,
He was trying to measure, I think.
Yeah. Okay, I will go and take cover here.
I imagine you do some sort of really cool little slip slide sort of deal.
Sure.
So drop into that spot right there. That's your stop moving around. All right. Now it is
Me.
officer.
Oh,
My guys.
I assume my weapon's already out since we came into this.
Yeah, I mean you're actively in a war zone once you step
Yeah.
onto this ship. So he is going to let me see what we got here.
you know, I feel I'm conflicted. I'm not sure if my plasma pistol had a motion tracker or not. So we're gonna say only one of my bolter pistols has a motion tracker. I don't want to cheat.
Sure.
I'll go double check it for later.
What is this move? 369. He's gonna move up. What is God, help somebody refresh my memory with range for your weapons. The range is X. More than double that range is out of range. No, more than double. God damn it! Now I gotta look it up. I'm overthinking once.
There's a
Actually.
penalty for like anything under double, but it's a penalty.
Over.
I said under double.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. What is it?
Is it, where does it explain range? Is it in the armory?
No, it's in
Armory.
playing the game.
Is it in playing the game?
Believe so.
Let me look at ranged weapons table. Where are you?
Oh, interesting.
Range. Number is used to determine weapon. Short range is half. Long range is double. Weapons cannot be fired at targets more than 4 times the range. Okay. All right. Yeah. So half range, half the range number or less, you get the +10. If it's more than double, it's -10, and you can shoot up to 4 times the distance. So that means I can actually. Oh. Okay. So that's
Wouldn't that be extreme range?
at more than double range.
From double, yeah. From double to targets that are more than 3 times the range
So
of a character's weapon are extreme.
right, and you can
So-
shoot. So basically, 3 to 4 times. Anything beyond
Yeah.
4 is you can't shoot. Period.
Beyond 4 you can't. 3 to 4 is
Correct.
-30. A
Oh,
very
-30.
hard. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we've got a normal range fire solution on a particular target.
Yeah. Minus
Mm.
-10 for long, -30 for extreme.
So no modifier there. We have a +10 because of that. So all right. So just to illustrate, this armsman wearing armor. He's wearing a carapace chestplate with light carapace body parts. Scoots forward a bit, pulls out a bolt pistol, and aims at Jace. Reinhardt, you notice a red dot coming out of the front of that weapon as he aims at Jace with it. I need to roll a certain number. That is a hit. He is only firing single shot because he moved. So that will be a
Also,
hit.
red
Would you
dot
like to
only
dodge,
helps with
sir?
single shot.
Yeah, single shot.
Yes, I would like to dodge.
Okay. I have 1 degree of success. You need to complete 2 degrees of success or better in order to negate this damage coming at you.
Which shield do you currently have active?
That's also a good question.
Because if you have I think you have a blur shield, and 1 degree of success would not be an actual hit because he has to account for that.
Where can I find the text for that? Not that I don't believe you. I just want to see it.
I
In the
believe
Storm.
you have a blur shield, don't you, Jace? That makes you harder to hit.
I have a blur shield and
The one special shield that he got as a Christmas gift. Sorry.
What?
Disregard. Continue your statement.
The
Okay.
belt buckle shield. Sure, other one.
Oh, there's...
Conversion field? Is
Sounds
that the
right.
one?
Yeah.
I have both a salvation shield and a
Oh.
conversion field.
Well, you can only use one.
Only one
The
of those is
conversion
active
or
at a time.
salvation. Right.
And I'm going to have the salvation shield active right now.
Okay. So
Is
you
the
still hit-
Salvation Shield in the core book or is that in
That's
the
into
Storm?
the storm.
Okay.
You're looking for
And then
page
I also
131
have
of the
a
PDF.
blur shield active.
I'm sorry, what was that page number, Warner?
131 of Into the Storm's PDF for both the conversion field and the salvation shield.
And you said the salvation is the one that's active?
The blur shield and the salvation are active.
Salvation gives you the 70.
Is the salvation to one body part or your whole? I don't remember. There's one shield that's to one body that only covers one body part.
Holy crap! Where'd we find that?
What is the blur shield called so I can find? I'm not seeing the
It's under.
Archaeotech blur
That's
shield.
that's in
the mirror shield.
No, Archaeotech.
Archaeotech blur shield.
It's a tool.
It's a different type of hit. That's
It might.
I believe it's under gear and Into the Storm. I'm looking.
yeah. It's a different part of the book.
Yeah, because
It's not a
131
force
had the
field.
other shield, the salvation shield.
Yeah, it's got the salvation and the conversion.
Oh, the conversion, that was the other one.
I'm not seeing it under gear. I'm not saying it's not in here. I don't see it under gear and Into the Storm. So, wait. I'm looking in the standard book, not in the Storm.
I found it. It starts PDF page 139, but it only gets. Let's see. Blur shields impose a -20 penalty on all ballistic attacks made to attack the wearer. So that would negate. Let me see. Minus what? -20 would have taken it to. Yeah, if you're wearing a blur shield, you don't get hit. Period.
Okay.
The salvation shield is the one that's only usable on one location.
Yeah, I
That's
think,
what
and
I
I think
thought.
he had it set for his chest or something based on what
Correct.
the item is. The item that creates that. So that takes care of the officer's turn though, and now it is, which he so yeah, basically he pulls up, he lines up a shot. You notice there's a red dot on his weapon. It's a bolt pistol. It fires off. It's loud, and because of the blur effect, there is a look of confusion and some bit of disappointment as the officer realizes he fucking missed, even though he thought it was a solid hit. Borgadillo, it is your turn.
I'm only going to do a full move.
Okay. That does
That should-
preclude your ability to do anything else other than free actions.
And my shoulder gun is a free action.
Yes. And it was an assault stubber or some shit?
Yep.
So you're going to shoot at somebody, I imagine?
She is under half.
Okay.
I am unloading
What's the range on
Hey.
that?
100.
Yep, that is just under a half. Fuck me. Okay.
So that's is it plus 20 for under half or
Plus
plus
10.
10? I couldn't remember. I apologize. And then plus 20 for the full auto. So that's a plus 30 and I'll be rolling at a 94 to hit.
Okay. Right up to my house ruled threshold. Right up to it.
Right.
By the way,
on.
I just stumbled across a rule that might be more of what you were looking for, Omar.
Mm-hmm.
Without doing any math, since it has a storm quality, I'm pretty sure all 6 hits hit.
Yeah, if it's the assault stubber like your armsmen are carrying, it's got a strength stat, or I'm sorry, not stat, rate of fire. Auto,
Yes.
which is the third of the 3 possible rate of fire numbers, and that's the maximum number of hits it'll generate.
I know it only has 6 hits. What I'm saying is, given the number of successes I just got and the fact that it has storm, I don't think I need to do that math to figure out that all 6 hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And
Okay.
the 6
So, yeah,
hits are technically 12 hits because it's storm.
Is it? Is that how it works? I always get it mixed up.
Yes.
I thought-
Also, you consume that amount of ammo.
Yeah, out of
So
my
is it
200.
6 hits that I gotta resolve here, or is it 12 hits that gotta be resolved?
As far as I'm aware, storm always shoots out 2 for every hit.
Right, but there's still the limit, I thought,
Oh, 6. That's what I thought.
whatever your rate of fire
It
is.
just means I hit my maximum of 6 hits a lot sooner.
A lot more
I
easily. That's what I
don't
remember the
think
last time
that's
we did, like when you guys were
correct.
fighting
What-
orcs.
We'll
Gonna
tell you
look.
what. Before I resolve my damage, you know where that would be better than I would.
I
not-
do. I'm looking at it now. A weapon with storm quality doubles the amount of hits inflicted on the target. For example, when firing the storm quality in fully automatic mode, each degree of success yields 2 additional hits. Okay, up to the weapon's firing rate is normal. You're correct.
Yeah, so
So
basically
the limit is the firing rate.
Yeah, it's effectively you guys are going to be hitting with full strength far more often than you otherwise would have.
Correct.
That said, as I recall,
So it is
to
just 6.
dodge that, it's -1 attack, or excuse me, -1 hit for every degree of success. Assuming
so
I'm
I'll
successful with dodging.
I'll figure out my degrees of success. Hold on a second.
It
So
was
my roll.
6 degrees of success, but my degrees of success
So
when I make the dodge roll reduces the number of full auto hits coming in.
okay.
And
As
somebody
long
can
as
look
you-
that up and verify that, but I'm like 95% sure that's
As
right.
long as you reduce my 6 to below a 3, then
It doesn't do anything to your success. It's the number of hits that I'm taking.
no.
Okay.
I just you're just reducing my degrees of success, not eliminating hits.
I'm gonna look that
As I
up because
understand it.
I'm looking at it.
I'm pretty sure it's reducing the number of hits I take. It's because I'm dodging against a full auto attack.
Use the dodge skill as a reaction to nullify a successful hand-to-hand or ranged attack. Success on the skill test means the attack has been avoided and deals no damage. It is an opposed roll.
Right, and so I'm saying, what is it opposing? Then my number of successes, right?
Full auto.
Their dodge has to beat my
hang
number
on.
of successes.
Some attacks, such as those made with grenades, flamers, or guns firing semi-automatic or fully automatic bursts, are difficult to avoid. When dodging an area effect weapon touches a flamer, a successful dodge test moves the character to the edge of the area of effect, as long as it's no further away than the character's agility bonus in meters. Who cared any further than avoid the attack? Dodging fully automatic or semi-automatic bursts. Each degree of success on the dodge test negates 1 additional hit.
Yep.
Okay.
So I was right, which is odd. I'm only calling it out because it's not often I can recall something that detailed from memory.
Okay, well that's not how you had the orcs, us dodging the orcs, but okay.
I don't think the orcs really did a lot of dodging. I think I forgot, or I just said fuck it and let them eat the bullets.
We had to dodge a few of the orc shots. But anyway.
Okay.
It's fine. I'll just be sour about it.
I'm sorry. I don't remember, but alright, what am I dodging? I just rolled it and I didn't even look. I know he has dodge. Okay. That's how the fuck do you not have dodge, you son of a bitch? So that means
Did we even get hit in
agility.
that orc lab?
Yep, he takes all those hits.
Alright.
This motherfucker doesn't have the ability to dodge for some stupid reason.
Now I'm rolling Warner's dice pad because my dice pad has everything what feels like upside down to me.
Sure. It's 6 hits, and I believe it's something like 1d10 plus something for each. So you can roll all 6 at once if you want.
I could, but that also just statistically means my rolls will be lower.
That's fair. So 6 plus what?
Oh, I apologize. I had to let me pull the rulebook back up over here. I don't have it added to my character sheet because I'm a dummy, but it should be right here under weapons.
You're gonna have to
stop.
Good.
You were gonna say you're gonna have to.
No, go ahead. You rolled a 6, and it's gonna be 1d10 plus something typically for weapon systems.
Yeah, I think it's 3, but I want to double check. Yep. No, that's the last gun. Assault stubber is 1d10 plus 4 with 3 pin.
Okay. So that's going to be 3 pin. That's going to be okay. No damage. Go ahead. God damn it! You just told me to 1d10 plus 3 pen 3.
Yes. So
13.
1d10 plus 6 essentially minus
No.
whatever your armor is.
It's 1d10 plus 3 pen 3. You don't add the pen to it. You just take that away from the armor.
Right, and I'm saying for easy math, I'm assuming your character has more than 3 armor.
They do.
So you just add the number up, subtract the armor and the toughness, and then whatever's left hits their health.
Okay, well, continue rolling.
So you're telling me that their armor plus their toughness
is 10.
is So 6 plus. Oh, that's going to be 9. I see. No, 6 plus 6 because that's plus 6.
No, I'm sorry, I misspoke. So their armor plus toughness is 10, but it's reduced to 7 because of the pen. So,
Okay, so when you say
hold
their
on.
arm,
Hold on. So 6 plus 3 is 9. 3. Okay, nope, I take that back. So he has taken a wound.
what
I'm
is
sorry.
their? Yeah, I was going to say what is
So
their
that
armor
was
total?
2 there, and then the second one was 1. Okay, there we go. I got it now. Sorry.
Okay.
I was fucking that up. I apologize. So that one will get soaked.
No damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one also gets soaked. That will go through. And that one will
Nickel
go
and nickel and diamond here. Oh, that was 6, I think. Was that 6 or?
that last one doesn't count for anything. That was 6
I know.
before that. Okay, so
That's fine. I got the one off the board. So now, since I am within 1 inch, I am officially behind the box, I believe.
Yes. Just give me 1 second because now my fucking head. Okay. All right.
2, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, 6.
And you are within 1 inch. So yeah, what I was saying earlier too is like, unless you're up here,
Yeah.
that this box would give you cover. Like even if you were out an inch from here, we'll argue, that you will have some cover. That was Bernadillo's turn. That is my squad 1's turn, which is which guy? It's these guys. They have 3, 6, 9. 2, 3.
Now that box they're moving up in front of, is that one of the full can't see in front of, or is that one of the
Correct.
half height boxes?
That's
Okay.
a full size box.
And just to be thorough, the brown one that doesn't seem to have many markings, it's just behind that. Is that full size or half
Correct.
size?
This one, and this one. Those are all full size.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to confirm.
I don't think he can. So he's just gonna go.
How much health do the big boxes have?
I'm gonna say 30. Don't quote me on that. I have the box notes for some reason listed on one sheet, and these guys' stats on a different sheet.
Okay.
He's gonna wait. All right, so this squad, even though you guys don't have line of sight to them, they have sprinted.
Okay.
They couldn't do quite a full move. They had to do more than a full move to get them positioned the way I wanted to. That was squad 1, which now means the combat servitor is moving, and he has different movement rates. So he is also locked for some stupid reason. You see, scooch up. He is going to flare over. Actually, because he did a full action, can he Overwatch?
No.
Mm-mm.
You basically can't move and Overwatch at the same time.
Yeah, because Overwatch is a full action. Okay, never mind then. Alright, so he just moves up like that, and now it is up to Anastasia.
And he is considered within cover of that box, I'm assuming?
Barely, but yes. Anastasia yells, "Get..." Oh, no, she's not going to yell that, because you are directly in front of her. Get dumb move to make. So, she's actually just going to move. Second, for her movement. God, I've been wanting to do this for so fucking long. Why is... Oh my god, she took a fucking mutation. That's why her movement's so shitty. God damn it. Fuck. By the way, just for the record, when you see her now, as opposed to, the last time you saw her, she looks even more like... before she was like this tall, skinny, gangly form, but now in a weird sort of way, like a lot of her skin appears to be quite loose, and somehow she appears to have become even skinnier, maybe even slightly taller. She is, let's see,
What is this, Slender Woman?
basically.
Flesh is weak.
Okay, you know what? You're not wrong, but you didn't have to point it out. She is going to sprint as best as she can as well. It's really disappointing because I really want her to use her lidless stare one time. Just one time in this damn campaign. Alright, Armsman.
So I actually have an idea for the Armsman. Do you gentlemen mind if I take control of the Armsman for this turn?
Go for it.
I mind. But I'm not important enough to mind, so go ahead.
Okay. So, I'm going to need you to get the stats for that box, Omar. You said it had 5 armor and 30 health?
That doesn't sound right, but let me just verify my notes here. Give me a second.
You said something like that.
I did say something like that. I don't think that's what I said. They have
Okay.
10 armor and 15 structure for the small boxes.
Okay, so 15 internal health. Now, is structure the same as a hit point?
Basically, yes. So if it takes 15 points of damage, it goes down. It's gone. You can use it as, breaking, partial break of line of sight, like if you're crouching behind it, but it won't stop bullets.
Okay. Well, this Armsman is going to be shooting that box.
I probably should have clarified which box you were talking about. This one?
Yep.
Okay, so that is 15 armor and 30 points of damage.
Okay.
I thought you meant the small box for some reason.
Yeah, all right.
Not looking at the screen.
I specifically... Anyway, let me...
Now, if you have a couple of Armsmen shooting at that box, absolutely. Potentially could do that.
So I'll go ahead and spill the beans here, Omar. I'm going to have my own Armsman shoot at that box, or I was planning on having my Armsman shoot at that box. But if it's got 10 armor, most of my shots are not going to actually do damage to the box itself. Because I've got 3 + 3.
To be clear, the 10 and 15 armor that the different boxes have.
Sorry, 15.
Yeah. The armor is what that armor value is what is applied to anybody behind it if they get shot.
Okay, so it just straight up has...
It straight up has 30 points of structure. It takes 30 points of damage. That box is no longer providing any sort of protection.
Okay, well then, my Armsmen are going to take turns shooting the box, and when it's done, they're going to start mowing down the guys behind it.
All right. Go ahead and give them a +20 if they're shooting at the box.
Well, they're going to be getting a +20 from full auto. They're going to be getting a +10 from half range. So you want to make that a +50?
Yep. The box is immobile and can't do anything to stop you from shooting it.
Okay, so I want to clarify. I saw something in the rules that I think may be salient going forward.
Okay.
I just saw a thing that said if the stacked bonuses go over 60, they don't count. Like, you can only have a
at 60.
Yeah, any skill, the bonus to it caps at a +60.
That checks out.
I had not seen that rule before, and I'm just throwing that out there for everybody to hear.
Yeah, that sounds like something. That might be, in fact, what I was thinking of with the capping of the skill rolls.
Yeah. That the only person I think that might affect is I know Altrios has got 6 different kinds of tech use bonuses for his tech use talent roll.
He's got a few.
I'm not trying to pick on you, Altrios, but I'm just saying, like, that's the only person I know
It's a total of 50, so it won't hurt me that much.
Okay.
Basically, Altrios
you're
said,
fine.
"Fuck you, it's only 50."
Well, like I'm getting a plus 50 for this guy. So I'm rolling a. I've got a plus 50. I forget their ballistic skill is. Why am I? And I'm assuming if I give the plus 10 to the armsman, it's for the whole squad, or can I only pick a particular armsman now that we're using one squad?
I'll allow for the squad
Okay,
because
so
they
the whole
are,
squad's
on the. I mean, it's a little cheaty, but I'm not gonna sweat it.
so the ballistic skill
It's
then
100 now.
does hit the plus 60 maximum, so that means they're shooting at 100.
Which in our case, 95 or higher is a miss.
Well,
But
they're shooting at 100 at the box. If they're shooting anything else, we'll have to figure it different. They'll lose 20 of that, and they'll only be rolling at a plus 80 or at a 80.
Did you just include critical fail rules?
did. No, the 95 is the skill cap that I'm imparting on everybody. Like
yes,
generic.
but 5%
so the first guy
is the
gets
1 in 20 fucking rule.
First
So
guy gets
what's
6
the-
solid hits.
What's the critical hit table for? I'm kidding.
Go ahead.
So,
just for
the-
simplicity, just roll 6 plus whatever. What is it? 1d10 plus what? 3. That's 25.
That box is gone.
That box is gone. So this box is no longer doing anything except potentially blocking some line of sight. Now,
okay,
all of these armsmen over here have a minus 10 penalty because they sprinted.
okay. So my minus 8, my 80 becomes a 70 since I lose the 20 for the box.
Yep.
Do I get any kind of surprise since I thought they were undercover and now they're not?
It wouldn't make any difference to whether or not you could shoot them.
Okay, so none of them are under half, so I lose the plus 10. So now we're down to 60s. Oh, we're 65 because they've got the tracer rounds.
It's not dark. Listen, it's
Their bonus their bonus to hit does not only count for dark. I'm pretty sure the plus 5 counts in all lighting conditions.
I don't think so.
I will look it up if you'll give me a moment. It's the easy to hit them counts in dark conditions.
That might be true. I may be misremembering how that works.
The problem is I've got my tabs for core rulebook and Into the Storm backwards, so I keep looking
Tracer
on the wrong book.
shells. The user gains a +5 to blitz skill test when firing full auto. On a turn where
Tracer
the user
would be
has
one of
fired
those,
tracer shells, ballistic skill test maintain.
It's going to be like where the special ammo is listed in the
He's
core
already
rulebook.
listing the rules for it.
Yeah, it's just a straight +5.
The only time they get a minus to hit is when there's smoke or darkness and the tracer rounds reveal their firing location.
User gains a +5 ballistic skill when firing the weapon on full auto.
So it is a 65 to hit.
Okay. I've been wrong before. Don't act like I've never been wrong before.
No.
All
just looking at-
subsequent
3, so
ballistic
that
skill
takes.
tests made to use the
That should be all
log
six hits.
That sounds like 6
also
hits.
gain a +5 as the
Um,
user gives away his position. So
assuming
And
you're
because
hitting the.
because they're stacked, if I shoot through the first one, it's going to hit the one behind him.
Well, yeah, he's going to dodge. I need to see stats. Give me just a second.
Go ahead and roll his dodge.
Yep, so it's.
If he dodges, they're hitting the one behind him anyway.
Well, it's just going to. Yeah, it's. Never mind. I don't even know why I bother trying to roll dodge on these guys. When the few times I'm going to be able to, I'm just going to roll like shit anyway. So,
Okay,
yeah.
so 6
Yeah,
plus.
now you can divvy
sorry.
up those 6 individual hits however you like, and
Well,
because they're all stacked up, there's
well,
no
I
deviation.
thought the way you ruled it on full auto is that if we can say it's all going to this guy.
I did
it
give you that
transfers to the next
option
one
for
over.
simplicity that you could just you roll the hits until the first guy drops, and then they automatically roll on to the next guy. Then you make another attack roll, etc., etc., etc.
And I'm arguing for that since they're basically in a line.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Okay, so
part of that reason for that was because of the sheer number of orcs I threw at you.
So I'm going to roll this and then add an 18 to it for the +3 for each.
So 22, 32, 40.
So 22 plus 18.
40.
With 3 pin.
Yeah. So 40. There is. Okay, so.
How much overkill is that, I guess, is my question.
All right, so 40 minus 5 is 35. So he drops. So he drops. And he drops. Just for ease of resolving that. We're not here all day counting all the.
Okay. Now he's going to fire,
Yep.
and they're all within range, but he doesn't get the. So he only gets a plus 20, minus 10. Well, let's just say that my plus 10 that I've given him and the plus 10 for the sorry, the minus 10 that they've got for sprinting, those cancel out. So he only gets a plus 20 for full auto. So his 40 becomes a 65.
Did you add the 5 for tracers?
I said 65. 60 plus 5 is 65.
Okay. I'm just making sure we're all straight. That is a miss.
It is.
No. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So now that we've already.
So that's 1, 2, 3. 2 shot at people, 1 shot at the box. So you have 2 remaining over there.
I know. I'm keeping track. I'm going in order just to keep it
Yep.
straight. So this is still at a 65.
That is 2 degrees of success, so 4 hits.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to reduce this to 4. And so that's going to be. Yep.
23, 33, 35. So that will take out 2 of them. I'm sure the math will eventually add up, but I'm just going to roll with that. So that's one whole
more
squad almost. This is about as bad as my last several Warhammer games. Or 40K table games, whatever.
I hope you guys don't mind me making this a lot less crowded.
I don't think they're going to complain.
It's also boring because
I'm servitor at home.
No, I think your servitor is going to need to shoot their servitor on its next turn before it can start doing shenanigans.
It doesn't have.
Please and thank you. All right, fine, whatever you want to do. Sorry, I have one guy left, so I need to roll another against the 65.
That is 6 hits.
So we'll put this back up to 6, and then 6 times, that's going to be 18, plus 18.
39, 49, 57. That is enough to take out 3. This guy, you know what, fuck it, he's out too. I think that would have left that last guy with like 1 or 2 wounds left, but just rule it.
Well, I was going to say, like, watching the whole squad wipe would probably have some kind of morale hit.
Yeah, definitely.
Would someone like to do the same for the other side? Like, so that I'm not doing all the dice rolls? Basically shoot the big box and then the stuff behind it? Warner? Jace? Anybody?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. I feel like I already dominate the conversation in the RP. I feel like I don't want to dominate combat too. So no, I'm pretty sure no bonus for this. That's just beyond even him.
Are you shooting the box again?
Yes.
Okay, so plus 20 for the box itself.
It's gonna be 85 and not 95.
Okay. 81. 2 hits.
Ooh.
2 plus 3 is 6. Or 2, yeah. 2 plus 6.
Yeah. I figured you could handle that, man.
Yeah. Well, I almost couldn't say it, so that's 14 damage. 16, but I should probably change this to a slightly brighter. Nope. Hit the apply button. Why? Okay.
I thought it was 25, and I did it for
30.
how much damage?
30 structure. Let me double check that.
Okay.
It was 14 damage. 30 structure.
I don't know. Anyway, I'll roll. So I'm rolling for the next guy in the line. So another 65.
Okay.
No, sorry, 85.
That's gone. Ooh, that's probably a bit.
No. So my next question is, do I get any? If I roll the dice, can you give me any overkill on the troops, or is his shot just taking
It just
killing
eats
the
up
box?
the box, just for simplicity's
Okay.
sake.
All right, so I have 3 that can shoot these guys. So I guess I'm going to start and work my way this way. I'm aiming just. He's generally aiming for this side. However you want to math that.
Yeah, I'll take out whichever ones I want to. I'm gonna pull the 40K table rule. And I'll pull the dead guys. You just
Okay.
roll it. You roll the
Um,
dice. I'll choose the dead.
All right, so if my math is right, they haven't sprinted yet,
They have
so
not.
they don't get a -10.
Correct.
So there's the +10 and the +20. So they're at a +35, which makes them. I'm rolling at 75 for that.
Mm-hmm.
I could have just taken 10 off the 85, and that
Wow.
would have fixed it.
That's 2 hits on the first guy.
Okay.
That's wow. That's 3 plus 6 is 9. You see what is
With
pen
3
3.
pin.
So that's 2, 5, 4 wounds. If my math is working right.
Okay. Then the next guy at 75. So
That's 4 hits.
three have fired and 2 are left.
Yep, that's 4 hits. So this guy is out, and oh, you haven't rolled damage yet.
Right.
I'm sorry.
So this will be +12.
Yeah. That's gonna take both these guys out completely.
So 45.
I'll pull this guy too, just to make it fair-ish. Wow, this is I thought this was gonna be a tough fight, but fuck, I'm getting annihilated here. Go ahead.
So I think I have one more that I can shoot.
Box took 2 for the guards themselves. The last one is the lieutenant himself.
Oh, I was doing it the other way around. So in my mind, this is the last one to fire in the back here.
Well, you did 4. It was 2
Right.
2 to take out the box. The third guard shot a dude but didn't quite kill him.
Does
And
it
then the last
matter
guy
which
wiped
model?
It doesn't matter which model; they're all armed the same. I'm just saying, in my mind, I started with the sergeant and worked my way back.
I'm used to the lieutenant or sergeant having a slightly different war gear, so that's probably on me.
Anyway, so he's
65?
gonna 75.
75. 6 hits again. I don't know why I automatically went over to take guys away. 1d10 plus 12. No, 18. 28, 38, 46. That's going to be 3 of these guys. Hey, at least there's a few left over there.
Huh?
I hope this made everybody's decision on who to shoot going forward easier. I apologize for the length of time that took.
Okay. Icarus, it is up to you and your crew. You may move the 4 of you in whichever order you would like.
Protect me from evil toaster.
That looks like a sprint, so let me go ahead and get that
Yeah.
bad boy set up. Now, your servo skulls, did you choose to put pistols on them?
I have not, because
Okay.
I didn't know if you had.
So in that case, you can just take them off the field if you would like to, unless there's a reason for you to kill. Well, they'll be with you narratively, but for combat purposes, you can take them out if you want.
Can I request just for any potential RP that you put an auspex on one of them in case a sensor might come in handy?
The flesh
They
is
can
weak.
carry it.
Icarus is your sensor.
If you don't
Right.
want to, that's fine. It's totally up to you.
I'm being facetious. Don't listen to me.
I suppose.
Well, you were using them as scouts, so a sensor would make sense. That's all.
It would.
What is the range on?
Yeah.
120.
It's at least 100.
So that's under half. So plus 10. It can only fire full auto, so that's plus 20.
Yep.
Plus 10, plus 20. That's plus 30. And he can't move, obviously, if he fires full auto. Am I
Yeah,
right?
and ballistic skill 40, so that makes it a 70 total.
Okay. And what does he have?
Heavy bolter.
Heavy bolter. Okay.
And we're gonna be shooting at his counterpart over there, Evil Toaster.
Thank you.
The evil toaster, is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Cafe point that.
I was
Yeah.
going to ask.
It's end of session. There's no reason not to.
Yeah, really.
Well, it's technically speaking, it's not me.
Yeah, he's not a fated character, but Icarus is controlling him, so. Ah, that's much
That's
better.
fair.
8 degrees of success.
8 shots hit.
Okay.
That is
How many shots can hit maximum on that one? I forget.
Yeah, what is the rate of fire on that? 10?
10.
Okay. Nice.
2d10 plus 2.
Oh, I didn't actually put
explosive
his,
save.
yeah, okay.
Oh, those are all explosives, so don't forget to roll 2 dice for.
Yeah, they're tearing.
Yeah, blasts. Sorry, or tearing, whatever.
Tearing is rolling twice. Blast is a different. Blast is a whole different fun sort of
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
to do.
Well, because see, they are technically small explosives that just do tearing damage, so it,
Yeah.
it confuses me.
So, are you rolling one at a time for your individual hits?
Do you want me to, or do you want me to roll them all at once? Like,
Well,
roll.
I mean, we could be here for a hot minute, so I'm trying to think.
Hold on. Here's the way to do it. Roll 16 and pick the highest.
It will sort it high or low to high, so you could roll all the hits,
Oops.
and then we'll add X number of additional points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he also has to pick between 2, so he needs to roll double.
Yeah, I see what he did. 99.
I'll take the 110.
Okay, so that's 110 plus, what is it? 1d10 plus what?
Plus. Hold on.
Well,
Plus
no,
2.
it's not the one.
No,
I'm
because you
confused.
got to add, yeah, you got to, so it's 1d10 plus what for each one?
It's 2d10 plus 2.
2d10 plus 2. Jesus Christ.
Oh, my bad.
And what's the
So
pen
you
on
did-
that?
The pen is 5.
Okay, well, that's good news for me. Not so much for you. Because obviously this thing has better armor than that pen. So, none of that. Well, no, it reduces the armor regardless. So the armor is 1. So I'm going to reduce your... So it's 2d10 plus 2, so now it becomes 2d10 plus 1.
Okay.
Toughness 4, that makes it... Oh, still 2d10 plus
32.
1 minus 4.
What's the armor on it?
Armor 6, but it's pen
And the-
5
Yeah, and what's
So
the
it's-
toughness on it?
is 4. Nope, 8.
So-
I apologize. It's toughness 8.
8.
Because he has,
So 8 times 8 is
well, his
64.
total toughness bonus is 8 because he has unnatural toughness.
So 64 plus 8 is 72. So 110 minus 72 is your resultant.
110 minus
that-
72?
Except that's not how it's gonna work.
Mm,
Because
Do
you
you
have
want-
to take each.
Do you want?
You-
Oh, because otherwise I'd have to be rolling these independently, and you'd be basing off pairs.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna
yeah,
have to roll.
you would have to do that.
I'm sorry, you need to roll like 4 die at a time and pick the 2 highest out of each.
Yeah. So clear the 16 dice on that one pad.
I'm
and then-
sorry.
yeah. Unfortunately, this will slow things down a little bit, especially when you got such a really good roll.
Okay, and I was gonna say times then.
And then just take the 2 top numbers that come up on the array. So like you got
It's
6 and 9, so that's 15
15
plus 2, or
10, 5.
15 plus 1 is 16.
What?
What?
Because
Okay,
the
never mind.
resultant of pen 5 and plus 2, and
I get it. I get it. I
yeah,
get it.
so 15, 16, and then minus 8, so that's 8 wounds. I am going to be distraught if I don't get a chance to shoot this fucker one time. That really fucking sucks. God damn it, man. I really wanted to shoot him. I should have just moved him 2 inches and just rolled it at that. All right, 16, 17.
You couldn't move him at all because if he moves, he can't take a full auto, and that's the only way you can fire that gun.
I think he meant during the setup.
Oh.
No, actually, you're wrong, Rev, because you're assuming I have the same weapon that he has,
Okay.
which is why I really wanted to use it.
Oh, so you're sporting a las cannon over there.
I mean, that's a way to look at it. All right, so that was 9 and 7 is 16, becomes 17. Nope, I'm doing that wrong again. 9 and 7 is 16, becomes. Yeah, that's right.
17, yeah, you're good.
I made. Hang on one second. 9 and 6 is 15, plus 1 is 16. Minus 8.
It's
Toughness.
15 minus 8.
Yeah, and then this one is again 16, 17. Minus 8 is 9. That puts him at. It dies. It dies. And I never got a chance to use the plasma cannon on it.
Oh.
The plasma cannon.
I just want
So
to.
the joke
Listen,
about man-portable plasma cannons wasn't a joke.
I wasn't. He had the servitor has a plasma cannon. I think Icarus, you notice as it dies, because maybe like part of the plasma cannon falls off or some shit. You're like, oh, good job, servitor. Because that's gonna hurt.
Evil toaster.
Let me throw the
now.
stats at you. That's what the plasma cannon
Okay.
is 2d10 plus 10, pen 8. Blast 1.
I have a request.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
I have a request. Can you either make some kind of roll where on his initial hit, what part of the body was that?
Now let's see.
Because I always get that
You
mixed
rolled
up.
a 12, that becomes a 21. For the first hit on a 21, that is left arm. Let me see. The first hit actually takes out. Based on the model, the left arm would have taken out the plasma cannon.
Yep, that's what I was gonna see if you could salvage it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I tried.
That does conclude the combat servitor's turn. Icarus, you moved. Combat servitor has done its thing. Are you doing anything with the servo skulls?
No, I'm just
gonna go
like I
and
said.
they're gonna chill out in your pocket for all intents and purposes.
Oh no,
No, Marvel.
It'll come back to the edge of the table. If
I'll
it
just
fell
leave it
off
in
the
the
table.
corner. I think that's out of bounds anyway.
That leaves the remnants of the previous squad.
Is there any sort of morale check they need to
I'm
take at
actually
this point?
like, for real, I'm actually thinking, because they just watched like, I don't know, 80% of their combat capabilities just disintegrate. What is? Oh, yeah. They haul ass. They dip through this door and disappear. The officer just stands there and he's like, shit, and just starts pulling his let me see, what weapons does he have on him other than his pistol? Yeah, he pulls his pistol and his chainsword and he just drops him to the ground. It's like, nope, you guys win. I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. Fuck this shit. It's not worth it. Because I think in the last, like, I don't know, 10 seconds, so much fire has happened and it's all been full automatic. And there's splinters of boxes and pieces of people's body and a plasma cannon wrecked laying on the ground all around this. Excuse me, all around this guy.
I have a further retcon if you will entertain it.
Okay.
He just put a bunch of heavy bolters directly into a ready-to-fire plasma.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that have a little bit of explosion radius to the officer standing next to it?
Maybe, but perhaps he saw it coming and ducked a little bit. I'm not gonna. You have somebody you could capture if you want, or you could just say he's dead. It's up to you. Or you could actually summarily execute him for no reason other than you can.
Well, unless they show signs of chaos or some other heresy, I'm not going to execute them.
Okay, unfortunately, there are 2 roles that every character, including your armsman squad, and let me double check that, because I forgot to have you guys make some rolls when you first got on the ship. Let's start with that one. As soon as I can find my specific notes for these rolls, because apparently I put them in multiple locations.
What rolls?
Stand by.
Rut roll. Rut roll.
Stand by.
Right.
The
Let's
rolls
see.
for
Approach.
not being mind controlled by the daemon that's on board.
I am
That is certainly
sorry.
a way to phrase it, but that's not the thing you have to worry about. Hang on, I'm trying to find my thing here. Here we go. Let's see. All right, challenging toughness tests from everybody, and a test at the rate of 1 per squad. So for your armsmen, 1 test for this whole squad, and then approximately how many other men? How many other men would you have sent to the ship besides you guys, in attempting to take over the ship? You know what? Don't worry about that. I'm not gonna do that. So toughness test for all of you here, and then 1 toughness test for your armsmen.
Oh yeah.
And then eventually.
No, I need to do it again. Booyah!
Anybody fail it? Oh, we only
I
had
don't
1
know.
roll so
Haven't
far.
ro- Yeah.
Like
That's
the
even worse.
Why did you roll a second time?
confusion.
Because the first one wasn't. The first one wasn't a.
Oh, the
success
first
either.
one was a fail.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Alterios. Just note that you failed. So Icarus.
Does he have to keep a running tally
So-
of it? Does he have to keep a tally of his fails? Is this gonna mean something at some point?
No, he doesn't have to yet. Don't worry. More information will. Oh shit! I didn't mean to put that on the screen where everybody could see it.
Good thing I don't watch your stream while I'm playing this because I'm looking at the
Oh
table.
yeah, I'm glad I caught that because I just switched it back over. All right, who else still has to make some toughness tests here? And you can use fate points if you need to.
I suppose
obviously.
I do,
Yeah,
but
everybody
I'm just
does.
I'm a little confused.
So everybody
I've
needs
only-
to make a toughness test challenging, which is +0.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I haven't used any of my 3 fate points yet, so I'm going to.
You can give yourself a +10 if you want before you roll
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm doing.
Okay, Rev, you're good.
Can I sabotage Mercator real quick?
Very, very good.
Wait, what'd you say?
Can I sabotage by rolling for Mercator?
No.
Right.
No. Why would you sabotage Anastasia's roll, you fucker? She's already all mutated and shit because she's a navigator.
I'm rolling next.
Ooh. You gonna
That's
reroll
a
that?
reroll, yes. That is a fate point reroll, my friend.
Sir, it is. That
Did you
was a
throw a +10
91.
on? Did you throw a +10 on that to begin with? Since you have several fate points.
I did not throw a +10 on that.
Yeah,
Okay.
So, which means he can't do it again.
Yeah.
That might be better. Nope, that's also a fail, is it not?
It is still a fail, but it is much better than before.
Correct. Oops.
That is only 1 degree of failure as opposed to all of them.
Yes. All right. Who else? Jace.
I'm still confused as to why I'm making these tests.
It will become apparent probably
If it's
next
poison,
session.
I'm in light power armor, which I shouldn't be breathing poison.
I think-
Are you in a vac sealed sort of suit?
I'm in light power armor that is self-contained.
Okay, disregard. You
All
do not
right.
need to make any of these rolls.
Jace is in a void suit.
Is Jason a void suit?
A selenite one, in fact.
You do not need to make any tests. Is Icarus, you are not in any sort of self-contained toxin clearing sort of container, are you?
No, I got carapace armor, and I wouldn't change out my carapace armor for just a void suit that has no armor.
That's incredibly accurate. All right, let me see what Anastasia here's got. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. So she's going to use one of her 2 fate points to get a +10 right off the bat. And she's
Omar,
good to go.
I was gonna say if you kill my navigator.
He's not worried about me killing other people. It's the navigator he's worried about. Okay, now if you we need another test for the guards.
Other people are responsible for themselves, but you're just the one that inserted the navigator into this.
I don't know why you had to say it like that. What squad is that, by the way? That's Armstrong Squad A.
Yeah, what's their toughness?
What is their toughness?
42.
42.
That's 3 degrees of failure.
Warner, you rolled for him?
Did they
I
fail?
push button. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Do you want to use a fate point on him?
Yeah, sure, why not?
That
I just
okay.
not rolling well right now.
Why wouldn't you let the armsman roll for his his infantry?
Wait, what? What'd you say?
I said, why wouldn't you let the armsman roll for his own infantry? I was going to let Warner do it.
Oh,
No.
that's fine. Okay,
I mean, Warner got
that is
It's
everybody.
It's cool.
double failure too.
Right. After this fight, so that
Yeah, but
that
my
was the test that
double
was supposed to
failure
take place
doesn't
when you
count.
got shortly after coming on board.
Oh,
After completing this test, you're going to do another toughness test if you had to do one. So let me see.
Now, we all have rebreathers, if that makes a difference.
Were you wearing them in the firefight?
Would we have noticed? Like,
You don't have any. There haven't been any cues for you to be
Okay.
doing this. For you to.
So-
The only difference is if you would have gone into this fight wearing some sort of sealed containment unit, such as your light power armor, for instance, then you would avoid needing to roll this.
Curse my failed roll.
Borgadillo was successful. No, Borgadillo was not successful.
I was
No, you were
successful.
successful. So Borgadillo needs to make another one. Don't roll it yet, though. Reinhardt does not. Chase does not. Icarus does not. Anastasia does. So basically, Borgadillo and the Navigator need to make another one. Unfortunately, this one is going to have a modifier on it. Oops. This one, you need to make a... This is at minus 10? Why did I put it at minus 10? That seems a little high. Hang on. Yeah,
I feel like there's a minus 10. We would notice something oppressive in the air.
Yeah, just make it minus 5. I'm not entirely sure why I went with 10. Especially since I set the script up that way.
So I'm rolling against a 39.
Correct, and Anastasia is rolling against a smaller. Oh, you're good.
Ooh.
All right, she's going to use her second fate point to make this a 38 instead of a 28. Or, no. Yeah, 38 instead of 28. And she's good.
man, don't you wish you were rolling that during the firefight?
Jace Warner, I apologize. I mean, I should probably do this for the after session notes, but I apologize for reducing your entire combat turn to sprinting.
It is okay. These things happen sometimes.
That's okay. Because I'm not going to show you, but the next map is obviously the Kit and Caboodle map. But we are at our stopping point for the evening. Everybody go ahead and take 200 experience points. I would give you more, but we haven't quite
Okay.
finished this engagement. And you haven't learned anything super special yet. Except that, apparently, periodically, you'll be taking toughness tests.
But now,
How much did we get last session?
anybody who
Last session
feels
would have
ill
been 200
effects
as well.
from
Okay.
Okay.
Did I say something different last week? Anybody remember something different?
No, I was asleep.
Yeah, no, I knew you. As soon as you said it, I was like, yeah, that's right, he fell asleep. I didn't want to say it, but you said it, so I think it was 200. I'm pretty sure.
It was late.
All right.
Yeah, so our Alturios, our total XP, spent and unspent, should be 13,700, if I've done my math right.
Which is
That would be correct.
pretty close to what I ended up with the 2 NPCs that nobody cares about.
Oh, I care about them.
Yeah.
With your rolls, Omar, I'm just worried about them dying.
That's
Look,
I mean,
we care about them so much, we don't want them anywhere near us.
that's fair. All right. Well, 200 XP, like I said. Let's do some outros. Rev, feedback, outro comments. What do you got for us?
Believe it or not, I don't always like being the center of attention. So I do apologize.
I don't believe you.
I like being at least near the spotlight, but I feel bad sometimes when I take up the entire spotlight. But that's why I'm on a diet.
Wow. Wow. All I heard in that, by the way, is I don't need to be center stage. I just need to be on the stage.
Yeah.
Center adjacent.
Center adjacent. I love it. My new kick lately has been XXX adjacent. Well, that didn't come out very well either. Yeah, using the adjacent modifier is come up quite a bit lately in my daily.
All your gun and gun adjacent needs.
Exactly. Propane adjacent.
Yes.
Omar.
Yes, Rev.
I'm a little worried about me saying this one last bit of feedback. But I think you need some sensitivity training.
Yeah.
You said both put your blacks into it and darkies in the same session.
When did I say darkies?
You said unless anybody has any smoky or darky nonsense.
I really don't remember saying. I'm not saying I didn't. I just don't remember saying that at all.
I nearly commented on it at the time, but I bit my tongue.
Was this right before we went live?
No, this was when you're saying about the tracer rounds.
I guess you'll
Because it was
find
okay.
out.
I guess you'll find out when
I
Twitch
said it
cancels
because
it.
of the smoke and the darkness of the requirement for that modifier.
Yeah, yes, except you said it with a Y. You didn't say this.
Actually, technically, I said it with an IES, but I digress. Okay, you're right. Maybe I should go see HR. Oh, look at that! I am my own HR.
Oh no!
Don't worry, I will be giving myself a firm talking to. Excuse me, a stern talking to.
YouTube will definitely demonetize the video.
Which is fine because I'm not even
make
monetized in the
anything
first
anyway.
place.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you might want to cut out the part about me making the joke about you needing to see sensitivity, but other than that, you should probably be fine.
No. I will put all of it out there. Yeah,
that's
baby.
what I thought. Okay.
I don't know if Darius is there or not. I don't see his face on the screen.
Oh boy.
All 4 inches
I'm
of movement,
here.
Omar.
Yes, all 4 inches. Darius, what do you got for feedback and outro comments before we get canceled, before we even try to get anywhere?
Looking forward to next week.
Yes. Hopefully next week the opposition I put before you won't get mowed down as quickly. We'll see. Alterios, what do you got for us, brother?
Oh boy, are the racial slurs open? I can just say them. Words hold no power over me.
To be fair, I did not say a racial slur. I quoted someone else.
Who may or may not have said a racial slur. I definitely did not say a racial slur.
That is the thinnest of defenses.
It's so thin you could literally see through it.
Here, let me quote some of my favorite rap songs.
Slightly more sturdy than that wet paper bag, sir.
Yeah, you could probably poke it with a pillow and kill it.
What do you got, Alter? You got anything, Alterios?
I am the heavy bolter is still doing work, but I would have really liked that plasma cannon.
I just gotta ask. I realized early on I made a comment about everybody having a plasma cannon. Whether or not that was a foreshadowing bit, I don't know how it was received. How was the reception of, and that's a dead plasma cannon right there?
That was my most disappointing moment of the match. I was like, oh.
I wanted to shoot it. Just let me shoot once, please.
Look, well, I felt relieved because it didn't get fired at me.
In hindsight, I wish I just said, Omar, can he roll a tech use challenge to try to salvage that plasma rifle?
I thought about it, but I just imagine with so many exploding bullets coming at it that with the first hit taking out the left arm.
I was right. Once I shouldn't have said what arm did it hit.
Oh, yeah. Because if you have noticed, I haven't really been following the hit location rules all that hard or at all.
Yeah. The only time that I call out hit locations is when I know it's a headshot. I'm like, hey, Homer.
Yeah, that. But the other side of that too, I think, is our combat is kind of slow to begin with for the most part. So taking out resolving hit locations, it just counters that a little bit. And I think it's.
I was going to say,
It definitely makes for a very crunchy. If it was a one-on-one sword fight kind of thing, then it might be more pertinent for narrative reasons. But otherwise,
Yeah, for player characters and bosses,
yeah,
it can matter.
for mooks that are just gonna get mowed down anyway, fuck it, they just take these shit. And,
I was gonna say for
Maybe a mini
being
boss here or there.
yeah. Well, the Psyker that had 3 arms.
That's
What were you-
true.
That
What were you
would
trying to say, Alterios?
for
Yeah.
being the precursor to 40K, this combat really is slower. Like there's a lot more mechanisms you gotta churn through. Whereas, if I remember correctly, Warhammer 40K is just does it hit? Yes. How many wounds does it do? Oh, he's dead. Keep going.
if you're talking about like the standard 40K, like 10th edition, getting ready to be 11, yeah,
Yeah.
it's you roll to hit, roll to wound, roll to save, and then
Well, there's a
that's about
difference
it.
between a tactical war game and a tabletop RPG.
Yes.
It's just weird that it made the jump, you know?
What didn't make the jump per se, as I understand it, it was always intended to be both.
Okay.
You might be thinking of Wrath and Glory, by the way, which, from my understanding, as limited as it could be, Wrath and Glory combines tabletop roleplay with the tactical side of 40K table games.
No.
A lot more
Let
smoothly,
me
is my understanding.
let me clarify what I think he's, and you can tell me to shut up, Alterios. But
Well, we were going to tell you that anyway, but go ahead.
yeah. So there's a, like when they're talking about like the origins of Warhammer 40K, they say that one of the first things to come out was Rogue Trader. And so possibly what Alterios is thinking is that this was one of the first things to come out. It sure is a lot less wieldy than the other rule set.
Yeah.
Could be.
I have seen Wrath and Glory though. I think it's what Warham's was. Very fun. It looks very fun.
It is definitely interesting. An interesting take on, because you could, that's one where you basically choose the tier or the challenge level that the player characters will be in, and you don't have to jump. So like you could start off as a Space Marine scout and never progress to becoming a Space Marine, or you could if you wanted to. It's just there's major jumps in like narrative reasoning and things like that, and that's just one. Otherwise, you could just be a Tempest Scion for a whole career.
Yeah. Well, as I recall, like lore wise, most Space Marine chapters have their neophytes start out as scouts.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then if they, depending on what they excel at, they either move on to a different role or they just become scout like leaders.
Right. The scout sergeant or scout lieutenant, or they go into one of the handful of different types of Space Marines main archetypes, like what is it, tactical and
I don't know
Terminator and
how
all that other shit.
I don't know how that's changed with the new Space Marines.
But I've never
So-
actually played Wrath and Glory. I have the rules. I've looked through them a handful of times, but I haven't really diving too deep into it.
Delved.
Delve. That's probably the better word. Warner, I think you were getting ready to say something.
I was going to say that Games Workshop originally produced Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay back in, 1986 or something like that?
That sounds about when first edition probably came out.
But in 2004, Green Ronin Games helped develop a second edition of it, and it was published by Black Industries, which is a sub-arm of Games Workshop. Then a lot of the rules for that were ported over into Dark Heresy. Dark Heresy was released in 2008. So Dark Heresy and the second edition of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay were developed by Games Workshop, but much, much later. And, like the first edition of the Fantasy Roleplay is about the same time as the tabletop game. But
So
these rules are much later.
Okay, so these are more like early 2000s rules.
Well, like I said, Dark Heresy was published in 2008. so
Right,
late
right.
2000s.
Oh, fair enough.
And then Fantasy Flight Games took over after Games Workshop shut down Black Industries.
So to answer my curiosity, when were the books that we're working off of? When were they published? Because I
Cubicle
can't be bothered to look
7
at that.
published my PDF of Rogue Trader in 2019.
Oh, fair.
Well,
So-
the copyright was still with Games Workshop Limited, is what it says. Copyright
Well,
2019.
Fantasy Flight discontinued their relationship with Games
Yeah.
Workshop and sometime in the 2000
Yeah, and I think that's
2016
when
it
Cubicle
looks like.
7 basically took over ownership somewhere around the Wrath and Glory timeframe, and then Imperium Maledictum came out, written by, I believe, a totally different group. Still, obviously, grandfathered by Games Workshop, but
Mm-hmm.
and frankly, off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you who it is that wrote and put. Like, there's a handful of people, obviously, but there's obviously a team lead and then some company that put out Imperium Maledictum, which is the current
Looks
iteration.
like Cubicle 7 released the
Is it Cubicle
4th
7?
edition
Sorry.
of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay in 2018.
That sounds right.
So in 2016, Fantasy Flight Games said we're not going to continue working with Games Workshop, and all of their stuff lapsed in 2017, and so in 2018 Cubicle 7 picked up.
Yeah, and I think that was about the time of Wrath of Glory. Because I remember there was a break between Fantasy
It
Flight
looks like
Games.
2009 was, in fact, when the Rogue Trader RPG current Fantasy Flight stuff was officially released.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For the
And
internet.
probably the Death Watch stuff and
Only
Ascension.
War, Dark Heresy,
Dark
Death
Heresy
Watch,
Ascension.
There's one other one. I don't know why I can't think of it. Wasn't there 5 total of the Fantasy Flight game that were all same engine and almost easily switched between one and the other systems? Because there was Rogue Trader, Dark Heresy, Only War, Death Watch, something else, and I can't think of it.
No, it's not. Let me look at the lexicon real quick.
There might even be something about it in the foreword for Rogue Trader. Now I think about it, or forward or intro or whatever.
Sorry.
It's been a while.
Yeah, but anyway, while you're trying to figure that out, are there any other last minute final thoughts, outro comments, etc.? Question mark. Okay, I think that's everything.
So,
Do we get an
looks
answer
like-
on the 5? I thought it was 5 titles.
It looks like Dark Heresy, Rogue Trader, Death Watch, Only War, and Black Crusade.
Black Crusade.
Crusade.
I knew there was and that's the one where, is that the one where you play as like Chaos or something? I think.
Coas.
Yes.
Yes.
Coas. Well, there you go. Well, we figured it out, and I'm still gonna. In 5 minutes, I'm going to forget it all about Black Crusade all over again.
Yeah.
Forget about what?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're trying to bait me into saying something stupid or potentially cancelable.
No, I was making the joke
Coas.
that you're gonna forget it.
Yeah, I already forgot it. Black Crusade. All right. That is it for us here tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. When we come back next week, there will be more ground combat aboard a spaceship. And then probably not much more space combat after that for a while. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
If it's shooting in a side of a ship, is it still considered ground combat?
Yes, because we use the ground combat rules.
Fair.
Because you're standing on something. You're not flying through space. Don't.
Ship is no ground.
Actually, technically, if you consider
You know what?
how...
I'm done with this conversation because this is going to get stupid in 5 seconds or less. So that is it for us here tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the show. Stay safe out there. This world is a grimdark world, especially if you have to listen to Rev. But also, more importantly, do what you got to do to take care of you and yours. As for me and mine, we are out of here. See you next time.
Peace.
Actually, Omar, because